Esta noche voy a tomar, seguro voy a recordar todos los momentos que tuvimos. No te quiero hacer el mal, ya no te voy a llamar. Mejor más canciones yo te escribo. Y si la pluma se me acaba, eso me va a doler más. Si despierto de la nada, vuelvo a la realidad. Esta noche voy a tomar la guitarra, voy a agarrar, tal vez unas cuerdas se me quiebren. Tus fotos voy a mirar, prometo ya no llorar. Tal vez las vuelva a ver otro viernes. Y si mañana no regresas, muy solo voy a quedar. Si tu orgullo no te deja, créeme que vas a estar mal.
Y'all some haters on the new banger, dude. This is so good right here, dog. How do you not like this? Oh my gosh, bro. It's so... Dude, this song is so good, man. Shout out to my homie Louis. Louis, GTZ. Shout out, dude. I was listening to his music early this morning while I was getting stuff ready, and bruh, I thought it was a banger, dude. I thought it was a banger, but don't trip, I got you guys. What's up, chat? What's up? It's Friday, dude. It's Friday. Finally, we could be big bags, not emos.
Hey yo, I'm still not greedy, but you gotta feed me
fettuccine.
Broccoli with the cheese, I need cheese on top of the cheese.
Chicken Alfredo, fresh tomatoes.
Don't forget the garlic bread, this meal will have you in the bed.
Locked up.
Falling fast asleep, dreaming about hot rolls.
It was good, chat. What do you mean finally? Finally Friday! Dude, it's finally fucking Friday, man. Knock down, soy memo. Fresh tomato. Skip my turn on the basket because Danny was late. Skip me. Ain't no, bro, you're not getting skipped. You're not getting skipped. The baskets are right here. It's Friday. I know y'all got paid. So they're going to go around, bro. Just wait. Just wait. They're going to go around. Don't even tripas, dog. Es loco. Talia, what's good there? I'm not forgetting about you. Shout out everybody for being here in the chat today. Thank you guys. Oh no, Isabel. I'm so sorry. COVID sucks, dude. COVID sucks. Hopefully you and your son feel better. Thank you. Anyways, you're a real one. Of course, dude, of course. Always. Sorry, Danny, we're gonna skip the basket this time. Won't. Hey. Give me a like then. Give me a like at least, bro. Please. Thank you. Anyways, you're welcome. Anyways, but you should honestly, Isabel, if you're still here, I'm pretty sure you are. Make sure to listen to these wise words. All right, hold on.
Take a break.
Yeah, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling sluggish.
Take a break.
Or you don't want to do anything, just.
Take a break.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not taking no break. Nah, you got to.
Take a break.
Hey there to say my hi. Here to say my weekly hello. Man, where you been at, loca? Bruh, where you been at, dude? Hell no. Whoever comes late, I'm gonna slap him with this poop stick. I swear. Pink. Wait, do I have the sound effect? The slapping sound? Paola, you're here late. Ashley, I don't know if you're here late, actually. Chris. Paola, again. You were late, sir. There you go. There you go. Mrs. Chu. Yeah, dude, I ripped it. But happy Friday, chat. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the intro. You know, we had to be hella loud. We had to. Your mama being real quiet. I know she's late. I'm gonna hit her ass when she gets in here. Don't even trip. Did you get your package? No, I have not gone to the P.O. box. Sammy, what up? You did not miss roll call. We're gonna get into it right now. I just wait for 300 people or more to hop in, and then we'll get started. But other than that, give me a like, please. Give me a like, dude. If there's no over 300 people, I don't think I'm gonna do roll call.
I sense that there's some
What
heavy hitters watching.
Tracas, thank you so much. Thank you. Please, if you did get paid today, pay your tithes.
Close the doors. I said close them doors.
I love you. Anyways, likes are super low on no roll call. Yeah, man, we gotta get 200 likes for roll call. We gotta get 200 likes.
That there's some heavy hitters watching me tonight.
Carla, gracias. Thank you so much. Watching from Rancho Cucamonga. Thank you. Paid the rent already. Now I'm paying my rent here. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. All right. Anyways, we're just gonna do roll call. A bunch of people left already, so let's just do roll call real quick, and then we have a lot to get into today. We got the whole have to react to that video from yesterday. The guy exposing James Charles. We got a phone call coming in today, a little later, maybe like in an hour or two, and then yeah, we're gonna see what else we get into. But other than that, this is the only segment where you guys can spam. Other than that, you cannot spam. Thank you. Do not spam. If I say your name, stop typing. Okay, if I say your name, stop typing. All right, let's go. Woohoo was good. Bianca was good. Isabel, Talia was good. Carla was good. Kita, Ana, Viviana, Jasmine. I see a turtle. Lucero, turtle. Samantha, Maggie, Ulisa, Kita. Along came Tiv, Jasmine, Ruby, Sammy, Cassandra, Janet. Show them what's up. Danny was good. Rome was good. Why are you in late? Why you in late, dog? Bro. Erica, Steph, Camila, Betsy, Danny, Monica, Demons, Christina, Juanita, Liz, Momo, Jen, Irma, Forever, Jessica, Girl, Serenity, Julie. Damn, this is going by fucking fast, dude. Ruth, the Ruth is on fire. I've been here, but you ignore me. Okay, sorry. Nadia, XO, Tito, Luisa, Melissa, Jen, Annette. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I probably did ignore you. I'm sorry.
What's your broke ass?
Sorry. All right, King of Cheeseman. No, don't call me King of Cheeseman, dude. Call me King of Streaming. Dude, I knew you were. No, guys, I literally don't ignore you. I try to get to everyone, but you know, if I didn't call your name, then go ahead. You could leave. Who's your dream collab, Danny? I don't know. I don't know if I have a dream collab. I really don't know. But if I think about it, I'll let you guys know later on. It's Pastor Danny. Yeah, call me Pastor Danny. Pastor Danny for sure. Danny Valiant has one of my boyfriends soon. What advice can you give me? Clean, dude. Clean your fucking house, bro. Don't have it messy. Thank you. Tu hermana is your dream collab? No, dude. Nah, she's not. That's advice. Don't. No, I do advise you. I always say this, man. Like, it's 2025, and back in the day, our parents, at least my parents, it was a thing. It was tradition where you started dating first, you got engaged, you got married, and then you moved in together. You either bought a house or an apartment, and I don't know. And then you have kids. I feel like now it's 2025. My advice, my opinion is do everything backwards. Bro, because, once you live with your person, is way different, dude. Is way different. Like, yes, live with them first and then see if you want to marry them. Okay? This is just me. Live with your person first and see if you want to marry them. Just because your partner could live so different from
I
you.
sense that there's some heavy hitters watching
Megan,
tonight.
thank you so much.
My tithes, basket emoji, happy Friday chat, party face emoji.
Let's go. Thank you so much, heavy hitter. Appreciate that. No, but like I was saying, bro, do everything backwards. Obviously, you don't have to have kids or whatever. But no, live with your partner before you get married. Because some of y'all might hate how your partner lives. That's literally testing the waters, dude. Testing the waters. I got lucky. I don't hate how my wife lived back in the day when we first moved in together. But there's some things that like, bro. But yeah, I do that, bro. Do that. Live with your partner first and then decide if you want to get married, okay, and have kids with them. But that's my advice. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. That's exactly what we're doing. Hey, well, you're doing the right thing, Daniela. You're doing the right thing, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much all the advice I could give you. Buying your own house with your partner, but congratulations. And see, no, this is not even like clip farming. I'm being dead nalgas. Tradition is whack. Yeah, dude, communication is key also. Don't go to bed mad at your boyfriend or girlfriend, okay? And see, I'm just kidding. Communication is key. Me, I don't even communicate, bro. All right. Let's see. At 49 years old and 10 years married, Danny, 100%. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. I'm kind of wise. All right. Married for over 10 years, communication and teamwork is key. Don't judge what the other person has done more. What? Oh, shit. Yeah, woohoo. For sure, dude. For sure. I got you. Woohoo. For sure, dude. For sure. I forgot Danny's water sign. What do you mean? What does that have to do? Wait, Scorpio's a water sign? I thought it was a desert sign.
What's your broke?
What the fuck? Sorry. I'm here all day. Danny a judger. No, I'm not. All right, let's get into some updates because, bro, I should have titled the live stream this, but it's not a whole lot. But, dude, Sugar Lips called me out. And I feel like we have to fight now. We have to box. I'm just kidding. We don't have to fight. He didn't call me out. Well, he kind of mentioned me, but like, bro, dude, I'm mad whoever was telling him all this stuff on his live, dude. Okay. He was live, and one of you guys either said, Danny, go on, here, let me see. Will you be going on Danny Flores podcast soon? Dude, okay, first of all, appreciate y'all, but it's not a podcast. It's just a live stream, chat. It's just a live stream. But, yeah, and this is what he said. I guess he's answering that question. Here we go.
Okay. Well, actually, I would, but the problem is that he has to come to me.
Okay. I think he can.
It's going to be different. Not.
Okay, Sugar Lip the host. Okay, dude. Shit, relax, bro.
I'm going to talk to him, asking him questions only.
Damn, bro. He sounds all agresivo, dude. He sounds aggressive as fuck. Like, dude, relax, fool. Shit.
I mean, if he asks you questions, why don't you just ask him for like a list of questions he's gonna ask you before so you can review them?
Yeah, that's true.
I would do that.
He's
I
gonna
already asked him. He already asked me before, but he only wants to pay me 100, and I didn't accept it.
Nah, that's too little.
No, what you hold on. What you mean only 100, bruh? We're not gonna do a 2-hour. It's only gonna be a 30-minute thing. I feel like $100 for 30 minutes is okay. It's not that bad, in my opinion. Anything other than 200, I think 200 would be the max. But anything over than 200, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bruh. What you call me a brokey? Damn.
With your broke ass.
Relax.
Yeah, you should. What is it when you like tell them no? Like, what is it called when you try to tell them?
Negotiate, mija. Negotiate.
You like tell them no. Like, what is it called when you try to tell them
Negotiate.
to negotiate? Negotiate.
You should at least get. You should.
Y'all spreading lies on my name. Whoever this was, don't worry about the paid Danny richness. All right.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Should at least get 500.
I didn't want to give that much. No.
Or percentage.
Okay, I'm not paying him 500 to come for 30 minutes. Y'all fucking nuts. Hell nah, dude. 500? Se pasan de verga. Hell no.
Bitch.
I could be your agent.
Oh, honestly, Moxie, you could.
I could. Oh yeah.
Degree, or like all that stuff.
No, yeah, I do. I wanted to go into that.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm already telling them, like, hey, no, tell me, ask you a list of questions. Don't answer.
Oh. I'll say, there you go. Look, you have in your first client.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you guys know an actor named Kevin Spacey?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. Kevin Spacey's a weirdo, bro.
Oh,
I like his older movies he used to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Which movie do you recommend from him?
Probably Horrible Bosses. That was a good one. No. Listen, I'm fine with going to him. There's no issues, but yeah, man, I'm not paying $500 for Sugar Lips to come. And shout out to Sugar Lips. He said, no, I'm not gonna ask for that much. And yeah, dude, I don't think $500 is worth having Sugar Lips. I'm not even gonna make that on the stream. I'm gonna just be real. I don't make that much money off my streams. Not now, but manifesting soon enough, we'll probably make, maybe 500 a stream, maybe. But as of right now, I'm literally broke.
With your broke ass.
Yeah, man. But yeah, if he wants to have it over there, I mean, we could have it over there. I'll just go to TikTok. It'll be free. I don't have to pay him. And we'll just screen record and go over it the next day or something. But yeah, I'd rather have Vicky on, to be honest. Yo, yeah, Vicky's a vibe. A lot of you guys loved her.
Yeah.
Right? I'm alone in the house and her voices. The fuck? Get the fuck out of there, then. Get out of there. $20 in a coupon to Little Caesars final offer. No mames. Victoria won me over. That's what's up. I told you, Emani, Victoria's the queen. All right. Estefany.
There's some heavy hitters watching me tonight.
$10 to not have him on the stream.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll go to him then. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, but that was it with Sugar Lips. You guys know we love to have fun over here. A little bit of fun. Let's see what else I did not cover yesterday, because I really do want to get into this whole Evan guy with James Charles. So we're just gonna talk about quick stuff, and then we'll get into that interview. But dude, this real quick, this shit pissed me off right here. The two deadbeat parents. I don't know if you guys saw Santos and Bri Olsen. They're taking care of twins for content. And this shit pissed me off because, bro, like, how are y'all taking care of other people's kids when y'all don't see your own fucking kids, bro? That's fucking crazy. And also the parents who let them, the parents of those twins that let them do this shit for content is fucking nuts. I would never, dude. I'm sorry for crashing out so early, chat. I would never, dog. Hell no.
Wait, which one is which? Okay, so that's how many that's okay.
This is sad tipped $2. That puppy is so neglected, it's so sad, he needs attention.
When they drink juice, just mix it with water, please. Okay, yeah. And then
What? Who is this? Who is that? Using the baby's room makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know who the mom is right here.
they don't drink soda. Okay. They don't have chips or none of that. Okay. And they fruit. They eat anything. Okay. They love food. Oh,
Oh, that's Ruby.
Well, these are your new daughters today. Oh, so I hope you're prepared. I got a not script today. Do you guys remember?
Anonymous tipped $2.
Wait. That's Ruby, the one that has like a 18-year-old kid, 18-year-old son. Yeah, the one that has a lot of. Okay, I think. All right, now I know who she is. The son came out and spoke out against her. All right, yeah. Now I know.
All of the kick pedophiles getting ready to watch the little girls in bikinis. Santos will take pics of their feet. They will be on the dark.
Dude, that TTS was too much. But I mean, they're not lying. They're not lying, bro. Don't have your kids on the internet like that, dude.
Dark web soon.
Okay, so yeah, they're just like, I don't know, they're different. They're totally not like me. I was like a tomboy when I was a little girl. So. I was too. Yeah, they're totally excited. Yes. Which one is which? Okay, they haven't had the glasses on right now. Yeah, very good. Very good. Oh. She's putting her glasses on. No, you didn't put your glasses on? Yeah? Okay. Are you going to stay with Chrome and you're going to stay with Chrome's mommy and daddy?
All right. That's part one. I don't want to show you all of it, but here's part two. Another one that pissed me off regarding the mom. But anyway, Santos and Bri got a whole jumper for the kids. Blah blah blah. Yay! Good for you guys.
Time, whatever the time.
I love Bri. She my long.
Oh my god.
This is when they get home. When they get there.
Hey, Bri, this is Chrome's dad. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, we're lit. Hi. What were you guys doing all morning? Literally getting everything ready. Yeah, us too. The bouncy house just came already. I was gonna say we didn't even get them like, maybe we had to get them like swimsuits or something if they want to go in the water. I don't know. Oh, you should have told me I would have brought it. Well, no. We're gonna take them to Target. Okay, so I figured if they see me in the background, they're going to constantly want to come to me. Okay. So in order to not mess up the stream, I'm gonna just.
Anonymous tipped $2.
How are you so comfortable leaving your baby girls with these two deadbeat parents? Bro, am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying this? But, dude, like, I don't want to ruin the stream for y'all. Like, y'all do your thing. Because if they see me here, they're going to be like, oh, mommy. Bruh. I didn't think I was going to crash out this bad.
All of the kick pedophiles getting ready to watch the little girls in bikinis. Santos will take pics of their feet.
Also, talking about taking them to Target. Nah, dude. No. Anyways, there you have it. Bri and Santos, the two deadbeats, talking about, yo, let's take care of some twins for content. Say less.
I sense that there's some heavy hitters watching me tonight.
Araceli, gracias. Oh, another quick update, chat. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday's stream, but I did have shorts that were ripped and I exposed my bottom half. I just wanted to let you guys know that your boy finally bought some pants. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. Still no ass, but we're looking good. All right. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
I am delivered.
Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Pants right before summer. No, I didn't. I did not just buy this. I've been having them, but guys, I don't like dressing up for stream, dude. I really don't. Dude, if I could be on my PJs all the time, I would. I don't like dressing up. I'll tell you, I got them Adam Sandler style, dude. So, yeah. Anyways, at least I have a fit today, bro. At least I have a fit. Pumbaa looking. Wow.
Fucking Pumbaa ass looking ass Danny Flores.
Dude, that's a good one. I'm gonna add that soundbite to when I do the clip. Pumbaa ass. Woo! Thank you guys for your donations. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's see what else we got. Danny went to the back of the closet. Yep. A huevo. I showed the Sugar Lips one already. Damn, there's really not much important things today, chat. Why do you get custom PJs made for stream? I don't know. That's doing too much. If I'm being honest, I'd rather be in my chonies, dude. I'm just kidding. All right, let's talk about this Willito stuff. A lot of people were coming at me when I uploaded the clip yesterday talking about Willito. I said yesterday how I was reviewing the video where Willito met David Dobrik, and then Isaac said, "Yo, he's one of the big streamers right now in the Mexican." In the Latino community, and I was like, I don't think he's one of the big streamers. I mean, he does get numbers. I mean, he averages about 3,000 views a stream, which that's pretty dope. Okay, but I wouldn't call him one of the biggest right now. There's literally a lot of Latino streamers doing it big, and I said, for example, Wendy, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, you're a minion now." I said, man, if y'all knew how I talk about Wendy in this stream, bruh. I don't even like Wendy. Why are you guys saying that? And scene. All right. Hold on. Let me write that down real quick. I'm gonna get canceled. Hold on, chat. 26. All right. No, dude. Sometimes I'm a minion. No, dude, I just found it funny that people are like, bro, you don't like Willito, you're just a minion now. I'm like, bro, like, I don't care for anyone. I really don't care for anyone like that. I don't like Willito. I don't like Willito. ¿Cómo te digo? I don't dislike Willito. I don't like Willito. I don't dislike Wendy. I don't like Wendy. I don't know. They're just normal people to me. Are they getting numbers? Yes. Okay. But yeah, Willito fans, we're kind of mad. Willito's Twitch views have been glitching lately. Allegedly, he's buying views. What the fuck? There's no way. I heard something like that though. Not gonna lie, I heard something like that he might be, but I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, but speaking about Willito, there's a few things regarding him recently. Yesterday, he went to the Fuetza Regida, was a release party, album release party, and then apparently Ray J, out of everybody, Ray J was gifting Willito, or Willito give Ray J. So yeah, let's check this out first. I was like, bro, what is Ray J doing streaming? Go make some fucking videos, dog, if you know what I mean. Bro, he's eating spaghetti, fool.
Willito! Willito with the red. Willito with the red.
All right. I think if Ray J had one wish, it would be to collab with Willito. Let's see. Here's Ray J. Bro, I love how no shade to Cheeseman ABC, but I love how. But Ray J, Kim K's ex gives Willito 100 subs. All right.
No way.
The fact that Willito didn't even know who Ray J was.
Shout out Ray J. Shout out to Willito.
Shout out to Willito. Willito. I think that's gonna be a soundbite. Hold up.
Willito.
Willito.
Willito with the red.
Definitely a soundbite. Nah, but yeah, dude, Willito's doing his thing. He is collabing with big people such as Lefty Gunplay. Very big artists, spooky, hilarious, scary. Yeah. Anyways, and then Willito also hosted the Fuetza regida party or stream, whatever you want to call it. And they actually got his ass, bro. They actually got his ass. Which, in my opinion, this was a big ass setup for numbers, okay? For views. But if you guys didn't see, basically Willito was, talking on the mic. And he was trying to figure out who Chuyin was. Chuyin is their mascot. Fuetza regida's mascot. There's a person that comes with a big ass fucking mask, hat. I don't know what would you call it. But yeah, he was trying to figure out who it was. And yeah, this is what happened.
A question, now that I'm looking at the Chuyin thing, bro, who the hell is Chuyin, bro?
I don't know.
Y'all know who he is?
Be honest. Be honest, bro. You know who it is?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, y'all know?
Yeah.
Bro, I've known Fuetza a little long, and I don't know, chat.
How you guys know?
I do not know who he is.
I don't know who he is. So was tell the people.
Can't tell the people. I ain't gonna lie. Chuyin has to be Moises. It has to be Moy.
Nah, because I seen them together.
Okay, anyways. And then this one, they bring Chuyin in. And they revealed who it was.
2, 1.
No way! It was on that chat. No way! No way!
Chuyin es mujer.
Anyways, there you go. Whoa. I don't think Willito was there at that point anyways, but whatever. Yeah, dude. It was basically like a big setup. And also, yeah, they all knew because they also... Oh, he was there. Okay, I didn't see him on the couch. Maybe he was in the other, like behind the camera. But they also invited Wendy Ortiz. So this is why I'm saying they knew what the fuck what the fuck they were doing. Imagine seeing Wendy, Odette, and Willito in the same room. They knew. But anyways, here is Wendy saying she was invited and giving her thoughts on that.
You know what's crazy, actually? They invited me to that. That's so weird, and I think that's so weird. Okay, maybe I'm not going.
It's clout.
Is that not fishy?
Very fishy.
Like today for the live. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. Cloutness.
Good thing she didn't go. Yeah, it would have been. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been hella awkward. Obviously, people will love it at home, but if you put yourself in their shoes, that's very fucking awkward, dude. I hate awkward situations. Hate it. But anyways, here's Willito saying that his heart dropped when he saw that.
That Fuetza thing, I'm super blessed for him to invite me and that stuff. You know? You doing good?
You doing good, papas?
You a little stressed? Chad, my heart dropped. I'll be honest. But it was gonna happen eventually. Hey, I'm gonna do a song with Lefty. We're like
did he actually do the song with Lefty? I'm gonna have to go to his stream. But anyways, people were saying that Willito was also scared of Lefty gunplay. So this is a video that y'all were tagging me in.
But I'm saying, I hope he comes back safe. Because the last time when we first signed with them, I went with 2 guns on me. And I went in the back seat and I hopped out in the middle of San Francisco. I did a music video in the middle of the street. I climbed up the street pole. I tagged my name on the street. And they put a $50,000 on his head. Whoever was that $50,000 was going around. They were looking for us, but we came back. So now he's going back to sign the contract with another team for $2 million for 10 songs. I'll give you 10 songs tonight for $2 million. Easy call. But he's about to
Easy call.
And I hope he comes back home. Because it leaves me up there.
Okay, Linwood. Okay.
I want to go home.
Yeah, man. Yeah, obviously a lot of people were saying that he's not about that life, which he's not. I mean, let's just be real, he's not. He's about that streaming and everything like, but also like, I get it. Lefty has a name for himself, right? So if you have him on something, maybe it'll do numbers. But bro, not everything's about numbers. I promise you. And also, if you don't fuck with his music, why would you have him on your shit, dude? Like, clout, I guess. Clout. It's a flex not to be about that life. I tagged you in the video where he made Willito give him a... Oh, shit. Well, let me see that. He made Willito give him $100? Wait, can you tag me again? I have a lot of tags. Hold on, but... Wait, is it here?
Hey, I have a...
No, it's not this one. Yeah, for subs. Okay, but yeah, like, hold on. Going back to this, let me finish this. But yeah, he's just bringing anyone without researching or knowing them for clout. Yeah, dude, that's why I don't like, okay? And okay, let me tell you something, okay? I never told anybody this, only Miriam knows. And yeah, dude, I had the opportunity to interview a certain group that I'm not gonna lie, I used to listen to them back in the day. But bro, why like I listened to like 2-3 songs growing up. All right. And they hit me and was like, "Oh, we want to do an interview," or like, "Oh, can you interview these guys or whatever?" And at first I was like, "Oh shit, okay, their name, I know them, I know who they are." But then I really thought to myself, I'm like, "Bro, they were popping back in the early 2000s, and do I really want to interview a group that was popping in the early 2000s and a group that I don't even fuck with like that? I don't even mess with like that." No, like I could have easily brought him to my stream or brought him to, interview him for the numbers. But I really thought to myself, like, yo, this is not me. This is not the music I listen to anymore. So I'm like, nah, if I really wanted the numbers, I could have. But I actually didn't. I stopped replying. I ghosted them, which I shouldn't have. I should have just said no. So I do apologize. But yeah. But the stream would have been awkward since you can't relate to them. Exactly. Like I won't be able to relate to them. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like these streamers, or some streamers, I get it. some do get people to interview them, which is good, but others just do it because the other person has a big name for themselves. All right. And that's not all the time is that good, bro. Not all the time. For example, Willito and Lefty. He wanted to go home, dog.
I want to go home.
He wanted to go home. Anyways. And we can tell Danny when you're not interested. Yeah, so yeah, you can. You can. I do it. I word in my face a lot. My emotions in my face. Like, yeah, fool, for real, dog? Wow. Wow, dude. All right. We're just doing anything for views. I don't see the tag. Liz. Maybe that page blocked me.
I was low-key sad and shit. So
Yeah, I think that page might have blocked me. I'm imagining Danny ghosting. No, it wasn't Backstreet Boys. Mamachi's Mosa. Okay. I don't want to say the name, bro. Because they were honestly, they were kind to me. And I'm not here trying to bash them. I did fuck up, though. Didn't even tell them, like, oh, no, it's okay. I just kind of stopped replying. So, yeah, maybe eventually I'll let you guys know. But not right now. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the video. Oh, wait. I see. It's right here.
Oh my god, if you guys missed Willito's Twitch, girl. Now Ray J, Kim Kardashian's ex, gifted Willito, basically giving him money through the stream. And Lefty came for Willito and told him that he better give him some money. Go ahead and watch it if you missed it, because Willito was scared for his life, and so was everyone else around him, as you can see the fear in their eyes.
You know what he's doing? He's going to San Francisco to sign a deal for me because I can't go because they don't want to get me. Sacramento, I'm blue right.
GTA.
I'm from LA. I rep LA to the fullest fucking respect. It's LA, West Coast is up, we up. But that fucks me up. So now he's going to San Francisco.
Trenchy in the back, hella scared too.
shout out Ray J Twitch.
Who's Ray J Twitch?
Ray J. He just gifted 100. He gifted me 100 subs.
Shout out Ray J Twitch, homie. He didn't give me 100. Fuck. On the hood, he didn't give me, bro. That shit ain't come out. You gonna split it with me?
I got you.
Split it right now, then.
I don't got
Damn
cash.
homies, bro.
Uber.
We'll figure it out right now. I need $50.
I bet I got you.
Damn homies.
Got you.
Palabra?
Yeah, palabra.
Keep your word, bro.
I got you, my boy.
I need that 50, bro.
I got you.
Shout out Ray J Twitch.
Thank you for the $50.
Said I'm waiting for
This shit is so cringe to me, dog. It is so cringe, bro. He's terrified.
that 50, bro. You won't give me that 50, bro.
I got
serious,
you.
bro.
I got you.
I'm gunplay. I'm gonna make you give me that 50.
I bet.
Keep your word, cause I keep my word, bro.
Me too. I got you, bro.
Alright, cool. I'm almost done with this song.
Bet.
Don't play.
Nah, I don't play. If I don't have $50. I think 45 would be chill.
Nah, you need that extra 5, you know? Tracas, palabra, eh?
I need a 50.
You have change?
Just give him 100. Chat, this is to say thank you and
Nah, he pressed your ass.
for the gifted. Yeah, this is insane.
Put in the water.
I got some more shit. No, that's because I would, but I gotta.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that shit. He didn't want to do that stream. He wanted to actually go home.
I want to go home.
I would have, bro. This is why I'm telling y'all, like, bro, not just because they have a big name, you have to collaborate with them. I promise you, bruh. I promise you, dog. But whatever. It is what it is. And also, I saw someone comment, yo, it was MC Magic, huh? No, let me just say this. I would never fucking interview that fucking guy, dude. In my opinion, he's a fucking otro, to me, nah. You guys know how I feel about MC Magic. Anyways, I don't care. I'll be hopping on that One Rush remix. JLP has his own clown. But yeah, he does. But damn, dude. I didn't see this whole fucking stream. I should have been streaming it too, dog. That would have been funny. But shout out Willito. He's doing it big, y'all. He's doing it big. Do you see the TikTokers Miriam Lopez and Latina Beauty battle last night? Don't even get me started, dude. Don't even get me started with them.
Guys, everybody drop a glove, drop a glove, drop a glove, drop a glove.
Wait, she's live right now, actually. Let me see. Look at this.
No,
Go to sleep, Miriam.
Yeah.
What'd you ask me for?
Girl says it was. What are the balloons for?
She's tired. She's tired. Anyways, yeah, I saw that. All right, let's see what else we got here before we do watch this fucking interview. She looks really... Dude, they were up late, bro. She uploaded a video probably like at 4 or 5 in the morning, and she's up again now. I went to bed at 6 a.m. and it's like, damn, Isabel, chill. I was at the year. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. You know what?
Take a break.
She kept jumping in the pool last night. Oh wait, also speaking about Willito was on live stream with 27 con 27, and apparently he used to talk to Melody, which I think I covered this when it happened. But if you guys don't know, Melody, she's the daughter of the Aguilars, the YouTubers.
Where you at?
Oh, who's calling?
Ill.
Who's the fuck said ill to me?
Me, bitch. Ill.
Oh, who's this?
Melody.
Well, nice to meet you too.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you, too. Like, you didn't come over here for a week.
Damn.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you for the first time.
What the fuck?
All right, and yes, they also went live with 27, or sorry, Mechon, which I don't even know why they fucking go live with this dude.
Hey, do you still talk to Shawty Bay? No, not no more.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
When I hung out with her when she came over here with DK and stuff, and she was mean to everybody, bro.
¿Quién, güey?
Shawty.
¿Quién? Who?
Shawty.
Eso le iba a decir.
Quit being a hoe.
Preguntó, pendejo.
Cállate, no que no sabías inglés, puñetas.
Chúpame la verga, hijo de tu puta madre.
No me... Ey, a mí no me digas eso porque a mí me vale verga.
That made no sense. That literally made no sense, Mechon. A mí no me dicen eso porque a mí me vale verga. That, okay, go off. 27 is weird. I don't know. I just see people clipping him, and the clips I be watching, bro, they're hilarious to me. Y'all remember this one? Hold on.
Nunca celebres temprano hasta que se acabe la batalla, pinche tetudo, verga, panza de vaca, panza metida, verga.
And then we have this one.
No, el coco no. No te la metas en la nariz, por favor. No te la metas en la nariz, por favor. No, el coco no.
Ah, shit. So yeah, dude, the streams or the clips I've been watching are pretty fucking funny. Also, I did not show this yesterday, but apparently, oh my god, apparently, according to Alma Rose, JEFA, you know, everybody's favorite right here in the live stream.
Guys, everybody drop a glove, drop a glove, drop a glove.
She made over $300,000 in a year from battling, aka begging on TikTok, allegedly. Okay, according to Alma Rose. I want to see what she said though.
Is JEFA going to be facing new legal troubles? Because, girl, if you haven't seen Menace to Ennis's new video,
Bro, why are you playing Locked Up by Akon in the back?
Go check it out below, come back, and we'll talk about it. Because Menace wrote a letter to the IRS. They also attached a letter about the pandemic loans. If you guys remember that, apparently there's a situation
PPE
going on
loans
with JEFA on that. And Menace put in a lot of the screenshots of how much money JEFA has been making. Okay, from half of 2024, she made around $329,863 begging on TikTok. Like, damn. I am shooketh. Now, so far in April, within a couple weeks, she made $25,000. Like, okay, I understand money, right? Like, and that's a lot of money. That's good, right? But is she doing her taxes correctly? Like, I really wonder if she is. And yes, I already hear a lot of people complaining, oh my God, you're pocket watching, you're just a hater. Okay, yeah, like that money sounds nice. That's life-changing money. But at the same time, is it worth it? Like, is it worth it spending so much time away from your family? Remember, she's been at Disney World. She even got a separate hotel room so she can go on TikTok live and battle after they come back from the park. So not only was she on TikTok live the whole time they were in Disneyland, they were having breakfast, lunch, dinner. She was on live. Her daughter was telling her to get off live. Not only that, but she leaves them in a hotel room alone to go battle. Like, I'm shocked, to be honest.
Alma, it's because battling's more important, dude. More important, bro.
Not only that, but let's remember, she already is facing legal troubles, federal charges. She's going to be facing federal charges for what she did to Natasha, releasing her intimate pictures. Yes, the investigations take a long time, so don't even come at me. But this might be a new issue that she's facing. And let's remember, at the same time, she already has a lot of lawsuits in her company. She is getting sued by previous drivers that weren't paid. So those $329,000 could go for paying off lawsuits, paying drivers that worked and they haven't received their money. And let's not forget her bullying everybody all the time. If she's battling somebody and you're on the other side, she's going to be harassing you. She's going to be bullying you. She's been doing this for a long time. And it's just like not fun anymore for people. Like, that's great for some people to make that amount of money. That's awesome. But at the same time, if you can level it out, be a nice person, not neglect your family, then that's a whole situation. But I've talked enough. What do you...
Yeah, dude, that is fucking insane. For someone to make $300,000, over a little bit over 300K in a year by just literally begging. That is insane, dude. These homeless out here gotta get a phone to go on TikTok. Oh wait, they do already. I forgot.
I'm a TikToker with over 300K and I'm homeless.
Yeah, sorry, Jasmine. Sorry, she scams the system. I don't know. I guess, dude. I guess. But all right, I think we could get into. Wait. Hold on. What do you guys want to? What do you guys want to see first? The interview with the guy exposing James Charles, or should we have? I don't know if Emani could call in now, or should we have Emani call in right now? Emani, la psíquica. Let me know. Because I did tell Emani at 11, but it's already 10:30, so I don't want to start the interview, which is an hour long. You know what I mean? Because the interview is an hour long, and 11 is in like 30 minutes. Emani, are you able to call in first or right now? Let me message her. You promised today, bro. I know. I'm gonna get the interview. I'm gonna get the interview done. I'm just asking. Let me ask Emani. Maybe she's busy. Maybe she can't until 11 because that's what we said. But we'll see if she answers. Or if you guys see her comment. Oh wait. I can call in like 5 minutes, but I'm perfectly chill just watching the stream. Okay, I mean, if you could call in 5 minutes, that would be 10:30, and then we'll do the interview after you call in. Okay, all right. In that case, all right, cool. In that case, I'm gonna listen to Linwood real fast. You guys know?
Take a break. Take a break.
I'm going to go use a restroom. And yeah, once I come back, we'll probably do this. We'll probably do this phone call, dude. Oh, no. So, guys, for those that are just joining in, our friend Emani is going to call in. She's going to do a reading for me. And it'll be cool if she can answer some questions. Maybe you guys have questions. I don't know. Okay. So if you're new, subscribe. Also, leave a like, chat. Okay. I'll be right back. Do not leave.
Danny is shitting right now. Please hold.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus mercy.
Danny se está cagando, por favor esperen.
Danny is shitting right now. Please hold.
Danny se está cagando, por favor esperen.
They don't let me out. They don't let me out. I'm locked up. All right. Did you talk about Sugar Lips saying he offered? Yeah, I did cover. I did cover that. All right, cool. All right, Emani, let me know when you're ready. That way I could go on Instagram because my notifications are not on. All right, or if you guys see her comment, let me know. But yeah, let's watch some. Let's see what else we got. Did we see Michon defending Josh already? Oh, you're ready. Okay, all right. My bad. Shit. All right, let me call you. Ooh. This is scary. This is scary.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Hello, how you are? Yeah, I can hear you.
How you are?
How you?
What's going on?
What's up? Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous? Scared to cat that one. What are you nervous about?
Low key. I don't know. I just dude, it just I don't know. I feel like it's a natural feeling because I was nervous too when my friend called in last time. Like I didn't know what to expect. But at the end I liked the result.
Oh, excellent. Well, did you want to like ask a specific question?
No, not really. Just maybe just do an overall reading. I don't know how this works. Sorry.
No, you're good. What I can do is I can pull a general, or we can let me walk everybody kind of through what I do because I know we talked about it yesterday, but the chat is probably unfamiliar. So what I like to do with a general reading is I explore where you've been, where you're at, and where you're headed. And I love to tell everybody when it comes to future telling or forecasting, things like that, that fate is the hand you're dealt, the destiny is how you play the cards. So I'm telling you the direction that everything is going, but if you don't like it, you can make changes and adjustments to have a more ideal outcome. Like we're all gifted with free will, and a little divine insight just kind of helps us on our journey. If you like the direction things are going, then you know to keep the momentum up, you're on the right track. And in the heart of everything is the most important thing that you need to know in this season of your life, or for the present. And it's usually stuff like, embrace your blessings more. Don't worry about these little things. Like, let's reevaluate where we're putting our energy, or like this person may be a problem, or hey, maybe we should focus on this person more. So nothing too crazy, nothing scary, unless you needed an exorcism today.
No, I don't need no exorcism today. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't need no Sugar Lips type praying today.
No, we're not that. So
wait,
if you're ready.
Huh?
Oh, you're not ready?
Wait, what?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I can't see you, so I'm just like, I can feel you're a little nervous.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not nervous.
All right. So this is for Danny Flores. Show me where he's been, where he's at, and where he's headed. Show me where he's been, where he's at, and where he's headed. All right. Where's he been? Where's he at? And where's he headed?
Damn.
Oh, don't be scared.
Wait, what you say?
Huh?
Did you say, oh, interesting?
Yeah.
Why? What do you see?
Well, let's start with the heart of the reading. In the heart of everything, I have the Seven of Spades, and the Seven of Spades speaks of how, like, sometimes we have experiences in our life, or we're in chapters where we are experiencing, how do I express this in an appropriate way in front of all these people? It's kind of like when we're in a little bit of a turbulent atmosphere, like there are some parts of life that are unsettled. And like sometimes when we're overwhelmed with certain changes in our life, we can sometimes find that our judgment can be faulty, or we find ourselves convincing others of our righteousness. So for example, if there's like some kind of conflict, I'm seeing like a group of individuals that are very close to you, that maybe there's some, I don't want to say conflict because it doesn't feel particularly heavy, but I do see that there's some discourse, maybe is an appropriate word. And I see that you've kind of like in the more recent past had some new beginnings. I see wifey, and like, I don't know if there were some changes made with the family unit, but I see that it's brought a lot of like excitement, return of enthusiasm. Maybe like you're seeing the future in a way where a new day is dawned, new directions and new challenges will be embraced. But we're kind of sitting right now. I see you sitting where like we're kind of evaluating our relationships with people around us. And I want to like make sure everybody knows I'm not talking about his partnership, like his marriage. I'm talking about other people in his life that could use some extra. I think they need extra support right now. And you're in a season, Danny, and you can confirm and let me know if this is resonating with you. But the Two of Clubs speaks that you're in a time where it is all about your potential being realized. And so this is a season where opportunities and invitations are on their way. It's a time of promise for you, but you're going to have to do this solo, which is kind of like, it's a solo mission. Okay. Like you're going to have to be really self-reliant. You're not going to have a ton of like hands on deck. You're going to feel like you're taking on a lot, and you're going to have to bring some stuff down to like basics. But I do see all this potential. And then I see that you kind of got off track just a little bit. And you're in a season where I see you with the Jack of Spades here. So I think that there's a lot of growth to be had from this current experience. And is this resonating with you so far?
Yes, when you said that I got kind of off track. Did you said that right?
Yeah, I did. So it was like, let's say in the past 3 to 5 months, you were like hitting the ground running. You were like, you were super enthusiastic and excited. And then you realized a lot of what you were manifesting or trying to draw closer to you, you're going to have to do it by yourself. Like that the Two of Clubs, which is a card that speaks of your potential, but needing to work independently, speaks of how like, I want you to consider seeing this time to show off what you've learned over the past, I don't know, I see the number 10, like 10 years. You have to, how long have you been on YouTube? Do you mind if I ask? I found you recently.
10 years.
10 years? Okay. So I think that you're really hitting your stride, but you're also realizing that it might be really exhausting. I'm assuming, I'm going to YouTube because this is very career. It feels like very career vibes.
Yeah, and I like that. I like listening about my career, because sometimes, if I'm being honest, sometimes I do come across like I speak to myself like, bro, is this even for me? Like, should I not be in here, or should I not be doing this?
Yeah, I want to encourage you over the next month or so. Let me see. I'm going to put some cards on this. I want to expand a little bit more on this 5 of diamonds. Can I get more insight on this? In 3 cards. Okay, so Danny, I see a lot of potential for the next couple months. And does this 8 of spades have to do with the collaboration? Yes or no? Okay. So I see in the next month or so, you are going to, and I don't want you to spoil anything for the chat, but if there was collaborations that are being discussed right now, you don't have to say yes or no. I don't know. I feel like maybe, I don't know. I'm going to say, if any collaborations in the future, within the next month or so that are being planned or you may be approached with it, I want to give you a heads up that I see a lot of potential that it could be very draining with the 6 of hearts. That tells me it could be very draining. It could be a lot of pressure on you. It can make circumstances difficult and could potentially end in conflict. And I want to encourage you to connect with your spiritual court. So your spiritual court is like your ancestor saints, guardian spiritual guides. If you're unsure of what I'm discussing right now, or if you know exactly what I'm talking about, I want to encourage you to get just like a little white chime candle. Just like I can send you a picture of it.
Yeah, send me a picture.
Candle. And they're on Amazon. You can buy like 100 for like $10 or something. I want you to light one for your people. The good spirits that are here to help you on your journey. And I want you to ask them to give you gentle confirmation when that collaboration comes up or that opportunity comes up, to make it abundantly clear that that is not in alignment with what you're trying to do for yourself, or like how you're trying to grow your channel, or if it's going to be more drama than like enriching to the Danny Flores channel, you know? So I see with that, if you do take that collaboration, I do see a rapid series of changes where there's not a lot of flexibility with this person. And so it's going to take a slow and steady effort, and it might be really stressful. But I do see with the King of Hearts here that you could really find a lot of solace with your family. So I'm talking about like the family unit. You might need to take a break from the stress of that collaboration. And of course, you know, fate is a hand you're dealt, destiny is how you play the cards. So you can avoid this situation.
Yeah, should I take it or not?
I can pull on the most important thing that you need to know, because here's what's interesting is like you take that collaboration and it's like a total pain in the back end, but there's something that's going to happen afterwards with the 2 of diamonds that like brings a bunch of abundance and like rewards and things like that. So I'm gonna pull and see, and it's somebody who is I have a Jack of Hearts here. Somebody who's very they're very charming. Okay, they're very charming. They've got a great smile. They can walk into a room and grab everybody's attention. They're usually very funny. They make a great impression. That's like the one thing about them. So I can pull and see about this collaboration specifically, but I do see after that little hump, like going into the summer, that there are blessings like around the corner, but it's just up to you to decide like if you want to mess with it or not. So I'm going to just ask clearly, and they're going to give me direct advice on what you think. I don't know if you can confirm or not if there was a collaboration plan next month. I haven't heard anything on the stream. I'm pretty transparent about that stuff if I hear something.
I mean, people know about it already, but there was someone I was speaking about.
Okay.
I don't know if I should say their name or not, but because I don't want to put them out there again like that. Because what if it was this person? And yeah, I don't know. People read too much into it.
No, it's okay. We can leave them out of it. But let's see. What's the most important thing Danny would need to know about this collaboration next month? What's the most important thing he needs to know? What would cause it? Where would it go? And what is some direct advice for him moving forward? So one more second. What's the most important thing he needs to know in regards to this collaboration? What would cause that? Okay. Where is it headed? Okay. I'm seeing here that this is what I'm about to tell you is something that you already know.
Tell me.
Can I get a 4 cards? Okay. So I want to mention, because I got a colorful Joker card, so there's a significance to that. So that when I see the colorful Joker card, because there's 2 in every card deck, when I see the colorful one, that tells me that you're actually very connected with your spirits, or you have transitioned individuals that like love to hang out around you, love to help you, love to give you support, maybe little messages here and there. And so what I'm about to say, your spirits are kind of sharing that like he already intuitively knows this, but I'm just giving you confirmation. So I see that the most important thing you need to know with future collaborations next month is that you're going to find yourself in a position where you're trying to prove that you know what's best. Like, I think we should do it this day, this time. I think we should do this. I think we should talk about this. And so it could make you really anxious and like delay progress. But I'm seeing that like you're somebody who's very successful in removing a lot of obstacles. Would you say that that's true for yourself?
Yeah, I think so.
Like you're pretty good about handling those things. It just kind of like all comes out in the wash, or you just like work it out. And I see like the situation kind of like hardening you, like making you kind of flustered and almost like a little jaded with working with other people. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of seeing like moving forward. It might be a little bit of a solo season. So like people that aren't your close, like ride or die, like people that you already know, they're vetted, you trust them, like introducing new people, could bring disappointment and opposition. There's potential for that. Now I see that the individual here, they're not super reliable and they're kind of confusing. So they're
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you like see if this individual's a male or a female?
So what's interesting is I'm getting a lot of jacks, which tells me that they are kind of like I'm gonna just ask: is it a man? Yes or no?
The one that I was planning to for this month. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask your spiritual court. Okay. Is this a woman? Yes or no? No, it's a man. This is a man. It's a man. This is what you need to know, is that I see postponements, delays, a lot of, just a lot of extra mess that is, I'm not sure if right now is the time. I don't see anything that says, it's like, don't just jump into it. The 8 of Clubs speaks, don't just jump into it. Be open. And I have 2 cards here that speak of moving yourself up front and center. So like accepting the limelight. So you might have to be a little self-full when it comes to your collaborations. I know we were just joking about sugar lips and like the $100 and all of that. But like you really have to be self-full and be like, you know what, this isn't working for me. So we're just going to have to like, I'm going to have to move forward or go a different direction, because I see potential next month. And I'm not saying it's sugar lips, but I see this person like kind of confusing you, maybe changing things up a little bit. They're not super reliable. And it almost feels like, and I want to say, because I'm looking at the chat, I don't see Miriam here. I see somebody, but it's not Miriam. Like, I promise. And that's why I mentioned, ride or dies, like the people that we kind of like, there are people, I don't see that. Sugar Lips isn't charming though. No, but he's got the energy of a Jack of Hearts. He really does.
Yeah.
Jack of Hearts, he's got that down. Because the Jack of Hearts is also he's a guy that like, he's always asking for a ride, and like he'll get somebody to like go pick him up. Like some people just can't say no. I feel like he's somebody, if we were around him, like we might, I don't know, maybe if we were down bad, we might be like, man, this guy's pretty cool. He might charm us. I don't know. We might be like, oh, that guy's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, right?
Uh-huh.
So with that being said, what your spirits are speaking as far as direct advice for you in regards to future collaborations. Okay, so I'm talking new characters. Your spirits are speaking to make good decisions and to act independently to avoid malice, drama, and betrayal. So right now, like I mentioned in the last reading too, we got that Two of Spades. This is a season where you're going to be doing a lot and you're not really going to be introducing too many new individuals right now. But I promise you, like going into the summer, there will be more opportunity for that. I see a lot of random stuff happening, not scary, but like random stuff happening that only you can do, and it is time for you to shine as an individual. I don't know if that is coming across clear.
Yeah.
It's like for you, and there are obstacles that you can get through. There are delays that like you can handle, like things that only you can fix, and nobody's going to be there, but not because nobody cares. It's because it's your time to shine.
Yeah, because I have to do it on my own.
Yeah, you got to do it on your own. But you know what? You can look back and be like, look what I did. I had everything that I needed the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So the Queen of Diamonds here speaks that you're actually set on the right course. Like you're set on the right path. You're in alignment with your purpose. You're doing everything you need to be doing. And
that's good to hear. Oh, sorry. That's good to hear though, because honestly, lately I've been like, I don't know, for the OGs that are here, like I oftentimes, maybe like once, twice a year, maybe even more, I always try to change the content up, and it just turns into like, bruh, why are you changing something up that's so good right now? But it's good to hear coming from you saying like, no, I'm in the right path.
If everything else is resonating, I want to like encourage you to like keep the momentum going. I think summer, I'm making a prediction. Y'all can hold me to it. Like something's going to happen in the summer that is going to really like help elevate like what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And so I'm excited to see what that is, or if maybe you're working on something in the background. But your spirits are speaking that you are somebody that moves really fast, and like when you have an idea, like you're like ready to go.
Bruh, yes.
Because the 10 of Spades is telling me that like when you move like that, like you actually affect yourself, not spiritually, but like maybe like emotionally. Like somebody said BBL. Oh my god.
BBL.
Like the BBL this summer. So I think that like when you move too fast, you may find yourself in seasons where you get a little depressed, or you get a little worried, or maybe you like are grieving, or you feel a little trapped or stuck, and then it starts messing stuff up in the spiritual, right? Because when we're not balanced, like our mind, body, and spirit isn't aligned, like that's when like all the weird stuff starts happening.
Yeah.
So
I just want to let you know you're spot on right now.
Oh, good.
You're literally spot on. That's crazy, dude.
I want to read for a stranger too. I might throw up a code in the chat for like a free reading for someone if we don't have time today, because I don't want anybody to think because I've been watching for a couple, like 2 months now, that you know, that I have all this information on you. But but your spirits are speaking though, like when you move fast like that and you need to slow down, like you need to be careful, because you might throw other things out of alignment that were like perfectly fine. So they're saying when that happens, like you could really benefit from a strong cleanse. And there's something that I want to tell you, and I want to tell the chat. Oh, my candle just popped. It's very important. I feel now. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I have a white candle going.
What does that mean?
So my spirits are like, let's get it out.
Get it.
Oh, there it goes again. Did you hear it? Oh my God.
No, I didn't hear it.
I wish I had the camera on. Okay, so I'm going to teach y'all how to do a simple cleanse when it comes to mal de ojo, or just like low vibrations. You're like, I'm not feeling like myself. I know something's off. You can do this every season. You can, if you're someone that's a public figure, or you work with a lot of people. So if you are a nurse, a teacher, somebody, I mean, if you work at a bank, I would strongly suggest taking a piece of fruit, and I'm going to recommend a lemon, a lime, or an apple. and you're going to brush yourself from the top of your head to your feet. And I'm not talking a quick brush. Give yourself a minute. And you're going to start at the top of your head. You're going to put let's say it's an apple. I'm going to put the apple at the top of my head. And I'm going to ask my guardian spirit, please cleanse me of any harm, evil, negativity, toxicity. Just speak from your heart. There's no abracadabra here. Like, you tell them what you need. And, like, I need all this off of me. Yeah, an orange. Yeah, an orange is good, too. Like, you start at the top of your head, and you brush down slowly. And you're going to brush your face, your neck, your arms, all the way down to your feet. And I really, really, really want you to take some time on your feet, because the stuff that lingers around there, it makes its way back up. Not good. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to start head to toe, and you're going to take it to a crossroads, which is like a four-way stop. I don't care if you stop at a gas station in a part of town that you don't normally visit. At like a four-way intersection, you stop at a gas station, throw it in the trash can, do not look back, drive out, go. And that will remove that energy. If you're feeling low, if you're feeling like mal de ojo, it's a very simple, easy cleanse to do. That's my favorite for mal de ojo. That if I just know it. I'm sure you do. Most of the people in the chat do. You just know when you have ojo, and I'm like, let me get this shit off me. That's the best way to do it. So I'm actually gonna suggest, Danny, that you try something like that, or if you want like a cleansing oil, I'm happy to send it to you. I'm not looking like to sell anybody anything, but like if it does help you when you feel like you're in those seasons, I think you could really benefit from that. And you may find yourself, if you do decide to take on some collaborations next month that you're not like super sure about, when the conflicts come up, don't stew in it. Your spirits are speaking, handle business. I don't know if you're somebody in your private life that you kind of like. I do this where I kind of like walk around and I'm like thinking about like, how do I say this, or what if this happens, instead of just handling business.
Yeah.
You have to just handle business. Going through the rest of this year, if you have conflicts, they need to be handled. Don't stew over it, and just handle it. And there's a lot of possibilities that can come from handling that, but like you have to be open. Like,
what if I just ignore the conflicts?
Ignoring the conflict? I guess it depends on the situation. I guess when it comes to collaborations, I wouldn't ignore the conflict in this instance, but there's other instances where sometimes just ignoring it is best. I guess when I say handle business, I'm speaking from a place of not playing tennis with insults or, rude. You don't strike me as that person to want to do that anyways. But it's more of like standing up for yourself and saying like, you know what, this doesn't work for me. Or you know what, I don't think I'm the right person to collaborate with you, or you're the right person to collaborate with me, best of luck on your journey,
Yeah, I could see that. Cool.
Do you have any other questions for me?
I think that's... Do you see anything else in the future?
How about I do this? This is one of my favorite things that I like to do at the end of my readings is I like to pull cards on 3 things you can look forward to in the upcoming season. So we're talking about spring right now, but like we have summer around the corner. So I'd love to pull cards on like 3 things that you can look forward to.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then I'll check back in and be like, okay, did it happen or not? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. We have what I call a jumper card, which is when I feel like your spiritual court is kind of like, hey, hold on, we got to talk about something else. Another one. I'm going to pull one more.
Okay.
I'm going to express this in the best way that I can, but I will message you with more details.
Okay.
I am going to direct this to Danny and like everybody in the chat too. Do not let other individuals, if they have like influence or if they're just people around you, or if they're or if you have a fear of what if I do this and what if it goes right, and like sometimes people don't want to fuck with us after that. Like, don't let other people control you. You were saying this weren't you saying this the other day, Danny? Like, you were like, you need to go branch out, like you need to go do stuff, and you need to like, people in the chat were talking about like being in alignment with your purpose. What I'm seeing here, and I'm going to direct this to everyone, myself included, is like, let's move forward into the summer, not letting anybody dictate what we do. And there are people around us that exist. I feel like everybody can relate to this in some capacity, but there are people that don't like to see us win, and they don't like to see us grow, and they don't want us to reach our full potential. And so even though they may not directly tell us anything, we kind of have it in our heads, or we kind of like put it in our heads that like, we shouldn't do this because what if I fail? And then they're going to talk about it. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I need everybody here to be in alignment with your purpose and to do what you need to be doing, and to like think about yourself. It's not being selfish, it's being self-full, because you cannot pour from an empty cup, okay? Because if we don't do that, we don't allow ourselves to bloom. I'm seeing here that we have the card of the pitchfork, which means that we might find ourselves in some rebellious behavior. So that could be stirring the pot, or, you know, getting into drama, getting mixed up into stuff. And I want to say, like, rebellious behavior is a good thing. Like, we need rebellion. Like, I wouldn't be able to vote if women didn't rebel.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah,
like,
facts.
It's a good energy to have. And I'm sure, I know myself and people in the chat, and you probably have like a bit of a rebellious energy, right? Mm-hmm. So we just need to make sure that we are blooming to our fullest potential. We don't let anybody here, anybody anywhere, kind of control our direction, whether they're directly doing it or not, or we're just like in our head about it. And we bloom to like our fullest potential. It is okay to be self-full and to make stuff happen, because we're all gifted, and we're all given a purpose, and I think it's important to align with that.
Yep.
So that was like a random message that seemed important. Maybe it was for Danny, maybe it was for the collective. So I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna pull some cards on things that Danny can look forward to. Things that Danny can look forward to in the future. So what are 3 things Danny can look forward to this summer? 1, 2, 3.
BBL.
I see a BBL. I see James Bola eating a Maruchan. I see Ash getting another boyfriend.
Wait, what? What?
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, wait, what?
All right. So, if there are individuals around you that have been trying to make you feel smaller, or have made you feel smaller, they're going to find their ways out. Like, it's not really going to be a theme or something that comes up in the summertime that I see right now. The card of the candle says it's going to be a very enlightening time. And I want to remind everybody, everything reveals itself in time. Mm-hmm. That is what I'm hearing repeated in my head. Everything reveals itself in time. So like, sometimes we don't have to expose. Sometimes we don't have to like do those things, and we can just watch it play out. There are some instances where we do need to speak up on things, but sometimes everything reveals itself in time. And any conflict or battles that you may come across in the summertime they're going to be so like they're going to feel like battles in the moment, because you'll be challenged. But ultimately, like, this summer, you know what I'm going to tell you? You're going to be like when Super Mario, like, eats a little star on the game.
Oh.
I think that's where I want you to go into the summer just, like, not worried about anything around you, and just, like, blasting through to get to the next level. I want you to consider that. Like, I see a lot of potential for, I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing, like, people that have weighed heavy on you kind of like dissipating or like stepping away. Like, sometimes these types of individuals find other targets, okay? And everything reveals itself in time, and like, there's really no battle. You're not given anything that you can't handle, or you don't have the tools to like work out in your favor. That's what I'll say.
Okay. I like that.
I like that. Sure. I can't wait to like at the end of the summer to kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna need another like a phone call at the end of the summer.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Any other questions for me?
I know people are interested in this. Where do you know? I don't know. You say you're kind of new here, but do you know about Vibin?
I've never watched it, but I do know about Vibin. I do catch Miriam's lives every once in a while.
Okay. What do you see for Vibin? That's the last probably question.
Okay.
I have.
Okay.
Y'all gonna break up?
No. We'll see what the energies are at this moment. So, what are 3 things about vibing going into the summer that we should know? What are 3 things? Let me give it a good shuffle because I kind of just tucked the cards back in there. Let's see.
I see you and Miriam wrestling. Oh, dude, we wrestle all the time.
Wait, were those instant videos that bad?
The what?
Those instant videos, were they that bad?
Oh, the instant pozole?
Yeah, well, pozole.
Yeah, it was pozole. Yeah, they were horrible.
Oh. So let me see. What are 3 cards for Vibin? What can we expect going into the summer? Show me 3 cards. Okay. So I have 3 cards here. One of the cards is really interesting. Is I'm not familiar. I'm not like super familiar. I'll be honest. I hope this isn't. I don't know. I hope it doesn't sound bad. But like I don't really know Miriam, and I really only watch stuff in the mornings. So I don't really get a chance to like watch her. I see her on later every once in a while. So I'm not familiar, and I've never seen Vibin, so I'm not familiar with your dynamic. But something that's going to be important for the 2 of you is going to be like, I don't know which one of you in particular that it is, but for one of you, you might struggle with expressing how you feel. If you're uncomfortable with something, if you don't want to do something, if you do want to do something, if you're unsure about something, if you're not feeling good, and it's hard for one of you to express it. I have a card here, the card of the cat. I'm pulling from an oracle deck. I have a card of the cat that speaks of you're going to have to use your intuition. You're going to have to like use your gut. If something feels off with them, or if you know, for Miriam, something feels off with you, then it's probably like good to initiate a conversation or to like remind them like, hey, you know, if you're not feeling good today, it's okay. Or, hey, if you're not, you know, just communication is going to be important. And I have the card of the candle, which tells me like a lot of things are going to be revealed for the 2 of you, which is not a bad thing. I'm going to pull 2 cards to see like what exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Chat,
so,
stop. Well, hold on. It's because chat is exposing me. They think it's me. Chat, stop. It's not me, dude. I express how I feel all the time. Anyways,
that's something. But the card of the candle tells me like a lot of things are going to be revealed, but I think it's going to be really helpful for your relationship because I think I have the card of the octopus, which tells me that I don't know if it's both of you or one of you. I see that you guys have a lot on your plate, and so it's really hard to balance. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Somebody was calling me.
No, yeah, I could hear you.
Okay. People love to call like when I don't get calls all day. Nobody calls me. Nobody bothers me. And I'm doing something like this, and my phone is going nuts. Yeah. So it's going to become clear that you're both really, really busy doing other stuff. It could be balancing family, different things, and it's going to be important to clearly communicate that. It's going to be very obvious and clear. But I do see a lot of potential with communication, being able to find a balance and to find the time to do it together. And I think that little things should not be brushed off. Like, let's be open to discussion. Let's be open to things, because the card of the iceberg tells me that sometimes little issues that y'all have with one another could potentially be something a lot bigger underneath the surface that's going on. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if you call me and I have an attitude, you know, that's not a time to take it personal, but it's a time to kind of like pull as my friend that I probably have something bigger going on and it has nothing to do with you. I don't know if that resonates with you,
Yeah.
Sometimes little things shouldn't be brushed off. Like, we should explore, we should be open. And y'all are gonna get like a little risky. Like, you're gonna try new things. You're gonna try different things that like could bring a ton of people, or you could lose people. So it's your risk assessment is gonna be important.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
And I feel like doing something on location, doing something just trying something that's not like the usual format. You got it. Risk assessment is going to be important.
Yeah. Okay.
Did that give you some good insight into that?
Yes, a lot of good insight. Thank you.
Alrighty.
You are the best. You're actually really good at this.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah, I have if anybody, I don't know, I can put it in the Discord, like a little code or something if anybody's, I saw a lot of people that were interested. I'm not trying to promo or anything. I wanted to do this for fun.
No, you're fine. I put I actually pinned your website here on the chat. If anybody wants to go visit your website, or like you said, if you go, feel free to do a promo code or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. You're on Discord?
Yeah, I'm on the Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it maybe do it in under announcements.
Okay.
That way it's easier for people to do or find it if they want to do it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we'll do like a code or something so other people can get a reading. If y'all ever want to do Chisme readings, give me a call.
Oh, you're going to be like our psychic? Oh, dude, that would be awesome, actually.
I'm so down to do that. And I learned, to anybody here in the chat that's learning tarot, cartomancy, I want to encourage you guys to read for celebrities. Like, you don't have to, because they're such public figures that, like, if you're pulling and you're like, okay, where have they been, where they at, where they're headed, and then you see what's going on TMZ, and it like really strengthens it's like, oh shit, like I knew that already because I pulled cards, like, and I get like confirmation by following TMZ or following like a Chisme page. So it's helpful in your growth. But I would love to do that anytime y'all want to do like Chisme on people. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down too. You'll be our in-house psychic.
There it is.
There it is.
Danny Flores 66, Emani 420.
420. Yeah, I'm so down. But thank you so much, Emani. I do appreciate you taking the time of your day and doing the reading.
Yes. Y'all enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yo, shout out Emani, dude. Shout out. Not me. I was going to end the... Dude, I can't multitask. I said, all right, have a good weekend. I was literally going to end the stream right now. Oh, shoot, dude. Oh, my gosh. A good thing I didn't do that. But, dude, no, she's pretty good. She is spot on, bro. If you guys are new here, I had my friend Vanessa last year, I think. She basically told me the same thing. So yeah, I feel like they're both spot on. But Emani, man, dude, you're incredible. Thank you so much. Also, message me what else you saw in detail, dude. Because you say you're gonna message me, so I don't know if you saw anything else. You were gonna elaborate. So yeah, I would like to know. W reading. All right. So no collaborations for me. You guys heard? I'm just kidding. Nah, dude, I feel like that's that. I like hearing that. Like, yo, I'm gonna be the one doing it for myself and no one else is gonna help me. But also at the same time, it's like, bruh, I'm lonely, dude. Nah, I'm just kidding. But it's also like, bro, I made myself, Selena and Benny T. Wait, what's a T with that? Rome is the one being iffy and not committing to collab. Yep. There you go. Rome, where you been at? Lonely, but you have everything you need. Actually, yes, I do. So, thank you. Benny a cheater? No. Allegedly, he was caught cheating on Selena. Where? Bro, this is breaking chisme. Breaking chisme. Send the link. In the meantime, hold on.
Take a break.
I'm sorry, I have to go again. I have to send the link though. Send the link.
Danny is shitting right now.
Sorry,
Please hold.
chat. Sorry. Sloan?
Oh my God,
Okay.
Lord Jesus mercy.
Hold on, chat.
Danny se está cagando, por favor esperen.
Danny is shitting right now. Please hold.
Danny se está cagando, por favor esperen.
Alright, let's see. Aren't they engaged? I don't know. Alright, let's see, because we do have to get into the interview. Hold on. Sloan, did he post it on TikTok? Let me see. Shout out to Sloan. There's no way Benny was cheating on Selena, dude. Selena's a queen.
This video might be the end of Benny Blanco's relationship with Selena Gomez. I don't think he anticipated this TikToker Harry showing up to his dinner date. I also don't think Selena Gomez knew that her man was on a dinner date with another woman. Let me introduce you guys to Teresa Marie. She's one of Selena Gomez's best friends, but for whatever reason, Benny Blanco was allegedly on a dinner date with her and Selena didn't know about it. Pretty crazy for Selena to go and unfollow her.
Emani, if you're still here, is this facts? Did Selena get cheated on?
Best friend after Benny was caught having dinner with her. Especially when you consider that these two have been friends for a very long time. I mean, over 5 years. Selena had been posting her on social media. These two were very close. So what happened to girl code? Why was Teresa out with Benny? And of course, the rumors are going wild. I found one post that said that a hotel worker revealed that Benny used Ben T when checking in. That's when the rumors started. Teresa didn't leave until about 5:52 a.m. and she looked too comfortable with him.
Bro, how are you gonna chill on? Dude, Selena's a fucking baddie, bro. How? Bensters, dude, chill.
Okay. I've also heard rumors that Teresa has an OF and Benny was subscribed to it. I don't know if that's true. What? But Selena Gomez deserves better if this is true. Like, why are you out hanging out with my model friend, not telling me about it, hanging out until the wee hours of the morning, and using a fake name? Selena Gomez needs to watch her back. Benny, watch out for Selena, and don't do our girl dirty. Follow me for more, and let's get into it. This video.
Shout out Sloan. Thank you, Sloan, so much. Obviously, this is all allegedly, chat. It's not actually confirmed. Hold on though. Let me see. Benny Blanco rumors. Let's see what else we could find here.
Selena Gomez herself is responding to the rumors that her and Benny Blanco broke up because Benny cheated on her with one of her best friends. Wait until you guys
also
hear.
Listen, there is nothing wrong. Like, they were just maybe just having dinner. Okay, but what Sloan said caught me off guard, that she left the hotel room in the morning, early morning, looking comfy. But I don't know. Let's listen.
hear what Selena said. So over the past couple of days, there have been rumors circulating online that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are no longer together because Benny cheated on Selena. This rumor started because Selena Gomez unfollowed her longtime friend Teresa Marie on social media, and people started speculating that Benny was secretly having an affair with Teresa Marie. Well, yesterday was the Rare Beauty Mental Health Summit, and obviously Selena Gomez was in attendance. Rare Beauty is her brand. And she made a speech at the summit and mentioned Benny Blanco. Listen to this.
I wouldn't be in a healthy relationship if I wasn't complete. I wouldn't be healthy in my career if I wasn't complete. I have to find that myself in order for everything else to happen.
Selena Gomez...
That gave us nothing! That gave us nothing, dude. Bruh. What the? Hold on. Let me go Selena's IG account. Hold on, chat. Selena Gomez. Oh, dude, her bio says he cheated. Bruh. No fucking way. Look, chat. Hold on. How do I... Dude, where is it? Psych. It doesn't say that. Nothing. They're still here. They're still together. Yo, damn. Yeah, they still have pictures. They're still lovey-dovey. They're all good, chat. You pissed me off. Gotta do it to ya. Gotta do it to ya. Yeah, they're still together, though. You got me, bro. Okay, raise your hands if I got you. Raise your hands. I'm so gullible. Hey, don't believe everything. Don't believe everything. You guys are silly. Silly goose, bruh. Damn, that is... Okay, these are just rumors, though. Selena Gomez. See if there's anything else.
Oh my god. The fact that this is how Benny got caught, allegedly.
And listen, okay, I get it, bro. Like, he's having lunch, dinner with another girl. But that's it, bro. It's not... I understand if they were probably kissing, but it's literally just dinner. You can't prove that he was cheating. It's just dinner.
Cheating is blowing my mind on a TikTok. Okay, so we don't know the situation, and I'm really hoping for the best, but this is really fucking funny.
Yeah, but why did Selena unfollow her? I don't know, honestly. Could this be... I don't know, actually. That's a good question. That's a good question. It's not cheating outright, but a little sussy. He's a producer. He has a lot of business. Men and women can't go out together without it being more than a friend meetup. That's what I'm saying. I can't even go out with Miriam anymore, dude. I can't even go out with her anymore. Her leaving at 5 a.m. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her leaving. Okay, there's a few sus things. According to Sloan, which is all allegedly, he was subscribed to her OF. People saw her leave the hotel early morning, comfortable. I don't know if it was just leaving the hotel or leaving Benny's room. All right, that's a little sus. But other than that, the picture, I don't know, dude. Como que no dice mucho. Is it PR to bring attention to her new release song? It can be. It can be. How did they know of the OF? It's all allegedly. It's all rumors. All right. But I'll keep you guys updated. Let's see if anything else comes out. But shout out to Benny Blanco and Selena that still look to be together. Oh, wait. Here's a full TikTok, I think.
So Selena Gomez has recently unfollowed her.
Nope. Wait, where is it? Is it this one?
So Selena Gomez has recently unfollowed her best friend and former assistant, Teresa Marie, on Instagram. This comes after last month he was seen dining alone with her in this viral video. As you can see here, Selena's fans allege that Teresa is the girl.
That was last month. And bro, there's nothing wrong with this video.
With the ponytail here. Usually when you're grabbing...
Yeah, can you guys have... Okay, let me see. Harry.Daniels. All right, let's see the video. Let's see the video. Harry.Daniels. You know that boy is going viral. Yeah, 2.6 million.
I'm so sick of that same old love. That shit, it tears me up. I'm so sick of that same old love. My body's hiding up.
Wait, this is a guy that just goes up to Benny and sings.
Period. Can I sing at the wedding? Well, can I?
Are you just like following me at this point?
I want to sing at the wedding.
Bro, that's okay. Bro, they're just having lunch. That's nothing. But anyways, yeah, this is a guy that follows Benny around, dude. Kind of creepy. I think he followed him into a bodega, no? In New York or something. Hold on. That's all the evidence we need. Case closed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be scrolling, but yeah, man. In regards to this, como que, dude, they chilling, bruh. They chilling. They're not. It's nothing, bruh. It's nothing. Shout out to Benny and Selena though. Yo, can I sing at your wedding though? Somebody that I used to know. He follows a lot of famous people. Yep. He followed Brittany Broski, dude.
I think the apples right to the cross from all the things that's up from
Dude, this is so weird, but I love Brittany Broski. I love her. I don't watch her though. Dude, I just love Brittany because she's literally one of us, dude. She's a Latina at heart, dog. Her Spanish is so good, dude. Hold on, let me search her up. And she's funny as fuck too. She met Peso Pluma, and she's basically a big ass fan of Peso. Have you heard her music? No, I have not.
I love you so much. Y tengo un regalito para ti. De veras.
¿Un regalito?
Peter Parker.
Wow, thank you.
Tiene un zipper.
This is so fucking good. Thank you.
Of course.
This is my other collab, manifesting right now to go to Brittany Broski's show podcast. Yeah, I'm assuming I cannot hear it because it's probably copyrighted, but yeah, maybe on my off time I'll listen to it. But shout out Brittany Broski. Shout out one of us. Okay, anyways, let's get into this whole James Charles stuff, okay? Because if you guys aren't haven't been watching my lives, about, was it this week or last week? I spoke about influencer by the name of Kayla Malik, how she was she came out with a whole series on TikTok talking about her abusive boyfriend. I believe his name is Evan, if I'm not mistaken. And apparently this guy Evan, her ex-boyfriend, is involved with James Charles. There's involvement there, okay? People are assuming Evan is DL and basically maybe perhaps dating James Charles. I don't know, but a good friend of Evan, or ex-good friend of Evan by the name of Zack came out with this interview. Actually, they interviewed Zack, and yeah, this is where apparently he exposes everything, James Charles included. So, guys, grab your snack, get ready, because we're gonna be watching this. I've been dying to watch this. Not gonna lie. So, shout out to Be Better. Make sure if you guys, let me give this a like. Actually, make sure you guys go follow if you guys want to listen to this podcast without, this interview without interruption. So, let's get it.
Okay, so I just want to start off by thanking you, Zack, for speaking with me and for coming all the way to Toronto to do this interview. I also want to start by reiterating some of the private conversations that you and I have had, which is in speaking on your firsthand experience in this entire situation, to remember that Kayla is at the heart of it, and to acknowledge the real gravity of what she went through, and to encourage every single person to watch her videos, first and foremost, before they watch this, because I just don't want anything that we're speaking about today to overshadow her story. And with all that being said, I just want to allow you the opportunity to introduce yourself and your relationship to Evan.
Yes, so I'm Zack Sellers. I'm actually from Nashville, Tennessee. Me and Evan grew up in the same town, very small towns around the suburbs, so it would be a suburb of Nashville. We've always known of each other, but it's more of I knew of him, but never hung out with him. He come back from LA back in January. That's when him and Kayla had, taken a break, I believe, and that was more of a break. Once he came back to Tennessee, we immediately started actually hanging out because he reached out and was like, I want to get into modeling. Can you help me out with all of that? And he knew like I was in the modeling industry. So like he for sure wanted to like, me to like.
He for sure used Zack as a stepping stone to get to where he is now. And I don't like people like that, bruh. I've witnessed that in my freaking life, dude. And it's crazy. If you know, you know.
Help him through it. So that's how it all become about.
Right. So like throughout the duration of your friendship with him, did you notice any red flags with him in the way that he behaved or anything looking back?
Looking back, believe it or not, I did not. There was times that it was always constant conversations of him saying, Zack, can you give me advice? Like, what do I do if Kayla goes public? Like, what do I need to do exactly? That kind of raised a little red flags because that was a constant question 24/7, to me every single time we would hang out. And I asked him, I was like, what is the worst that happened between you guys so I can give you the correct advice? And the worst that he had, told me during that time was they were very verbal and never.
Isn't it crazy that his friend Evan came to him asking for advice, like, yo, you know what, dog? Like, I put hands on my girl. Like, what should I do? Bro, what the fuck? You should not do that. You should not do that. Shit.
Nothing was never physical. There was one time he said that for his protection, he had to hold her against the wall so she would not harm him. So at that time, when I say that, I was manipulated, I believed Evan's side. I believed at one point, I did not know Kayla. I believed that she was, in the wrong. She was the evil person. Me looking back now, I know the true side.
Well, it's interesting that he was worried about Kayla going public because then the question is, what are you going public with? And if you didn't do anything wrong, why would you be worried about that?
Yes.
And then you mentioned also something about Reddit. He would tell you that not to check Reddit. Was that correct? Why did he say
also,
that?
hold on, sorry. Also, you can't blame Zack because at the time, him and Evan were friends. So, like, I get it. If your friend is coming to you, talking shit, or just venting to you about his girlfriend, obviously, you're going to take your friend's side, okay? You're not going to be like, hold on, let me see. Let me look at her point of view. No, you're probably going to take your friend's side. So, you can't really put too much blame on Zack. But, anywho.
So we would be in the car and he mentioned like, oh, I'm all over Reddit. So like I've never been like the type of person to get on Reddit. Like it was not even downloaded actually on my phone.
It's a scary place.
Yes, it's scary after I got on there. But after he had dropped me off one night, I was like, something was telling me I need to get on Reddit and I'm curious just to look up Evan Johnson. I look up Evan Johnson. The first picture I saw was Evan holding, a vape and it was posted on his story. And I believe the wording was something around, guys, did you guys know that Kayla was a whore? And that's the first thing that popped up on Reddit. And I was like, okay, so I don't know if that was joking, but you still don't joke that way. Like, especially with your girlfriend. That's someone, you love. You're joking.
Literally, bro. Literally. Why are you joking calling your girlfriend a whore? What? Dude, that guy's sick in the fucking head, dude.
Around that and you keep going, it's deeper and deeper. So I started like, okay, and I asked him about the scenarios and he goes, there's just so many haters, like this is the reason why I did not want to be in the public eye. I did not want my relationship in the public eye. And at that time, I'm not always been in the public eye. I'm on the backside of the modeling industry. So I was like, okay, I understand that 100%.
Wow. So at what point did you officially stop being friends with him? Was that like a specific moment in time?
The day that Kayla released part 1 of He Doesn't Love You, I watched it. I got to the end of it and I cried by seeing what she went through. It's heartbreaking. It's cold chills right now. I mean, knowing that what It's in that video at the very end.
It's one of the most disturbing things I've ever watched personally.
Yes.
And people have been saying all sorts of things. I think for the most part, she has a lot of support. But if you actually watch her...
Wait, are they talking about the YouTube video she came out with? Because I haven't watched that one. But maybe we do have time here today. We could watch
videos. There's really no way to walk away from it feeling like she's lying or feeling like what happened wasn't extremely serious. And that's where it's frustrating, because some people just don't do the research. Everyone needs to watch those videos. And you obviously did the right thing by cutting him off after you learned all of that.
So I did text him, you know, the day that she released it after.
He said to watch that before the... All right. Sorry, woohoo. Sorry. I'll watch it later.
I got done watching it, and I texted him, WTF, I did not know you went that far, ... He come back with a long message, you know, still manipulating me, saying that she's over-exaggerating, you know, there's a lot more to, you know, that message, but I just personally can't get into that message for the legal matters, so I just want to, like, you know, elaborate kind of what the message was about, but not get in word for word.
That makes sense. And can you also talk about, there was a video that you had filmed of Evan where he was sort of responding to some of these allegations, and you still have that video on your Snapchat, correct?
That is correct.
Can you walk me through what happened before that, and then maybe just like summarize what he said in that video?
Absolutely. So he picked me up from my house, and we were supposed to be going downtown to make some Snapchat content for his Snapchat, because he was on a creator fund with Snapchat, and he had to post so many Snapchats, and he didn't really have anyone. So he's like, Zach, will you go downtown? Let's go hang out. Like, we'll go to this hotel. You can see Nashville and all of this. Like, I'm from Nashville, so I'm well aware of these areas. And I was like, for sure, for sure. So we get down there, and he just gets very emotional, starts talking about, you know, him and Kayla's relationship. And when I say that I heard about their relationship every day, I heard about it every single day. And there was new stuff, you know, slowly coming out. But there was an influencer, a really big influencer, that was on the phone with him and was telling him that the best thing for him to do is to stay quiet, but go ahead and record some videos of him explaining his side of the story and the truth. And he says, this is going to only help your case. So go ahead and get these recorded as soon as possible and have them. Well, I never sent these videos back to Evan because they were taken on my Snapchat and they were saved on my phone. He never once ever asked for them. I don't know if he was so dumb that he forgot about them. I honestly don't know.
Wow. And what was he saying in that video? Sort of justifying his behavior? Was it, because I actually didn't watch the entire video. Maybe we can do that later because I actually meant to.
Yes, absolutely. So
it was like 10 minutes, right? And
yes.
He was sort of, correct me if I'm wrong, just saying that Kayla was exaggerating and...
So he's pretty much beating around the bush without admitting, you know, things that he had done. He, you know, was always mentioning it takes two to tango. When I say that this man, like, I don't even want to call him a man because he's not a man, but that boy was literally speaking about it takes two to tango, takes two to tango. That right there, that saying, like, I've really not heard it much. And he said, you know, he spoke on that, you know, saying so much. I was just thinking like, wow. But like another big thing in those videos, he continued to wanting to get his word out there that there is a big influencer that is currently telling him exactly what to do and giving him the best advice because this influencer has been through his own actions in the past.
James
or something
Charles?
close to these kind of things.
That garnered public.
He has to be talking about James. James, where you are.
Scrutiny. So then elaborating on that, in the videos that you've posted to TikTok, you've obviously alluded to there being some kind of a connection between James Charles and Evan Johnson. So can you elaborate a little bit on maybe the first time that you ever saw Evan Johnson and James Charles interacting?
Yes, absolutely. So the first time was when he came to my house and picked me up. And when I say he came to my house to pick me up, that was usually, he was always the driver. I mean, I drive, but if he's going to offer to drive, you know, I'm going to be like, okay, come pick me up. So I went to get into Evan's car at my house when he had come to pick me up because we were planning on to go downtown once again, you know, to do some more content. And as soon as I opened the door, Evan was on FaceTime and they just all got quiet. And I heard James's voice and it just got quiet. And then they were in a conversation, you know, while like I opened the door. So I get in the car, you know, and shut the door. And James goes, "Oh, I'll let you guys go. Like if you're with friends, and definitely call me later so we can talk more about this." And then the next thing was Evan goes, "No, we can finish up a little bit. We don't really have nothing crazy planned. We're just going downtown to mess around, take some Snapchat stuff." And then James comes back and was like, "Well, do you trust him, Evan?" And Evan at that time was like, "Absolutely. Like this is probably the only person I would trust, like, you know, hearing and speaking about any of this right here currently." At that time, I only knew Evan's side of the story. So
when you saw James Charles on FaceTime, did you know who he was?
By the voice, yes. And then I just looked over and it was James.
Right. Kind of hard to mistake him for someone else.
Yes.
Yeah. So there were other encounters. Was it like ongoing? And then also, were there any encounters where James was speaking specifically about Kayla?
Yes, there was. So that conversation that I actually, got in and interrupted, I now I have, caught on of why he was so like, do you trust him? Because they started picking up back on their conversation. And that's when James came back to Evan and was like, well, you didn't lose anything, Evan, out of this. If anything, you won. You got away from the psycho. She is the psychopath. Like,
James is a bitch, dude. You piss me off so much, James.
You are not the problem. She's the problem. She's been known to be the problem. She has been known to lie. She has been also known to make up complete fake stories just to get clout and have views. That's the only way. That's the only, that's the way she is today is how she's gotten by making up stories.
But why would she want to make something like this up, dude? Why? She's already established. She already has quote unquote clout. Why would she want to make this up for what? A little bit more? Like, it makes no sense to me, dude. It makes no sense, fucking James.
I didn't know Kayla, so I was like, oh, wow. Like, I know I'm just in the passenger seat just listening and stuff. And then he goes, Evan, like, I'm here, like, for you no matter what. Like, whatever you need, let me know, call me. He says, also, when you get home later tonight, FaceTime me. I want you to FaceTime me. And he says, if we need to sleep on the phone, we can. I'm here for you.
Wow.
Okay, you're not in fucking middle school anymore to fall asleep on FaceTime. Relax, dog.
So were there other instances? Was it an ongoing thing where they were kind of constantly in communication?
They were in communication every single day. When I speak on that I was with Evan every single day, I was with Evan majority of every single day. The only time I was not with Evan was when he went to Miami and then when he went to California. The times that I was with him, James would use Instagram as his Snapchat. And I didn't know, like, was not aware, like, why does James not have Snapchat? Like, why is he using Instagram photos, sending back and forth?
I can tell you why he doesn't have Snapchat. Because he was caught texting 16-year-old boys on Snapchat. That's what...
Facts, dude. And people still support that shit.
A minor.
There's a lot of Latino influencers that still want to have them on their fucking little podcast, dude. Or say, oh my gosh, James Charles, let me go collab with him. Oh my gosh, you have a big name for yourself. Let me go collab. I don't care what you did in the past. I don't care if you texted minors, dude. Let me go collab with you for a little bit of cloutation. Y'all some fakes, dog.
That's what he was canceled for.
Wow.
So I assume he deleted his Snapchat and now he's using Instagram.
Yes. So the second encounter, I was wondering because there was more to Evan just saying, like, James has asked me to come, stay with him, to come visit him, just to get away because he knows I'm going through depression. Well, there was, some pictures going back and forth, and it was just James, like, just got home, shirtless, and, just laying on his bed, and then he'll just be, like, in his room doing, like, something, angle like this and stuff like that, just trying to, I guess, look pretty for Evan. So Evan was engaging back with, pictures, and, like, Evan would sit here and, like, pull his phone up and be like, stick out his tongue and stuff like that. Just kind of,
Oh. Okay, Evan. All right.
Trying to, I guess, engage into like what James is like, I guess, trying to get to.
Right.
There was another time that we were in the car, and when I say we were in the car, that's obviously we're done. We went to get in the car, go eat, go find something to do, go take some content for him, and be done. And every single time, like, that was his go-to person. You got to think that Evan had me, but I'm not a celebrity. The only person he had after losing Kayla that he felt that he would be able to stay in the industry was James Charles. So he had to keep James Charles as close to him as possible. If not, then where would he end up? Nowhere, like he would not, there would be nothing out of that.
Hopefully in jail.
Back to the next car time, there was a message back that James had sent to Evan and says, I have a big surprise for you when you get home. This is after we had left Nashville on the way back to Hendersonville, a local town that we actually are from and live in. So we get back and...
Yeah, Evan really does strike me as gay for pay.
Little did James know that I actually went home with Evan. And when we get to Evan's house and in his room, Evan message him. They were messaging the whole time anyways. And he lets James know, like, hey, I'm like 5 minutes away from home. Okay, so letting James know, get ready.
Please don't tell me James was there butt naked, bruh. Double cheeked up on the bed. Please don't say he was, dude.
And stuff. I don't know what, I was like confused by the surprise. Well, we get to in Evan's room, and then he notices like Evan takes a picture of himself and is like obviously him in his room. And the next picture was James bent over on his bed with his ass up in the air and was showing his ass and didn't say anything in the first picture. Then messages like, "How do you like that, daddy?" Yeah.
I'm smiling because I'm uncomfortable. And I want to also reiterate James is 26 years old.
Bro.
I didn't know you were gay.
He had his fucking cheeks up in the air, dude. He had to air out his little culo.
Evan is 20 at this point.
Yes, I'm 20. That's correct.
No, that's not an illegal.
Bro, it's okay. He's gonna say it's not illegal. Wait.
Age difference, but there's just something so disturbing to me about this being a pattern.
Yes, thank you for saying that, dude. It is a fucking pattern, bro. James likes them straight and young. Why could y'all not see this? Why? Oh my god. It's a pattern.
But I'll let you continue. So
during that time, I am aware that Evan had previously sent some save photos of, his private parts. And I just want to let you guys know that the next picture was like a picture, but it said video, but there was no talking in it. And it just had a caption on it. And James was bent over completely naked on the bed and said, "Daddy, I want your big." So I was like, Evan, like, what are you doing? Because like, I don't know if you're leading him on or what, but I don't know what you're doing at this time because
you're fucking dirty, James. James.
Because it can always backfire on you. So don't do that. It's like if that's the case. And he said that wasn't the case, that James come to him.
I guess I'm also wondering in what your role in this was. Evan sharing the snaps with you? Were you looking over his shoulder? Like, how did you see it? Was he kind of showing you and thought it was funny? Like,
so at the beginning, he was showing me the snaps and thought I guess it was funny.
Like, oh, look, I'm snapping James Charles.
And I'm getting, pictures.
Yeah.
But as time went by, it seemed like the friendship.
Honestly, if I was in a situation like this, I wouldn't think it was funny. I'd just tell him like, "Yo, can you like not send this shit to me anymore? Like, I'm really fucking uncomfortable, dude." But like I said, Evan does seem, in my opinion, he does seem like he's gay for pay, which, we've heard stories like that. For example, Santos, he's another one. But anyways, that's a whole different subject.
/ relationship got very private.
Right.
After it got very private, James had changed the mode on Instagram to vanish mode.
He's been known to do that.
So everything that was getting sent, it would like get sent and be completely gone. A message would go away. Yeah, just like Snapchat. So I was like, oh, okay. So there's a lot more. There was one time that Evan was driving and he's like, "Zach, can you text James back?" And the message I had to send back to James was, "I can't wait to see you." That was, word for word that, Evan had me speak and send that because he was driving and I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not wanting to die in a car wreck. So like, I was like, okay, yes, I will do that for you.
And in your interactions with Evan, were you guys often drinking together? Was that sort of the nature of your friendship where you were going out partying?
So it actually started off with us like neither one drinking. I'm not a big drinker like whatsoever. So it started that he was depressed. And I will speak on the first week, with the Kayla and him like splitting ways. He was very, very depressed. There was an incident the night that Kayla had officially, let things go and came to senses. And I'm so glad she came to the senses to like get away from the that psychopath. But he attempted to commit suicide. I was very scared. No matter what, I'm the type of person, I don't want to see anyone do that. No matter what the actions they're going through, no matter what they have done, I don't want, and I'm not going to condone like, "Oh yeah, go do that," or "I'm not going to support you." At that time, I had to support him. And he called me and he was at his house and said that I just took a bunch of Xanaxes. And I was like, "What? Like, what are you doing? Like, why?" So I had his location. I immediately rushed to his house. Well, he wasn't inside of his house. He was literally down the road in his car. And I mean, it was early in the morning. Like, it was later in the morning, like not 8 o'clock. I would say like maybe around 5 or if 4:45, 5. And he was in his car and he was already passing out. I immediately went to his pulse. He had a pulse, but was like not waking up for me, like whatsoever, like not waking up at all.
Do you know what prompted that?
The breakup. And when I say also, I just don't want to say.
I don't know if you guys remember, but listen, I don't like, this shit is, deep, but Evan literally did the same thing to Kayla, where he was like, yo, eat these Skittles. And it was, I'm not talking about actual Skittles. I don't know if you guys remember, but Kayla did say that in her story.
The breakup. Deep down, me knowing what the world knows about what Kayla has come forward about, now I do see why, that he went that route, because he kept asking Kayla, like, do you plan on going online? Why, like, can we keep this private? Like, this is going to ruin me.
So his primary concern was her going public, not her mental health.
Yes, he was not worried about Kayla's mental health. He was not worried about Kayla at all. He was worried about his reputation and if it was going to hurt him or if he was going to get in trouble.
Because he had really just started building a following, which was exclusively due to the fact that he was dating.
Yeah,
Kayla.
he knew this shit was going to fuck him over, dude. He knew definitely 100% he was going to get canceled.
Alec.
Yes.
Okay, so you were saying there was an episode where he attempted to unalive himself. And how did that end?
It ended with, I was rushing to, his location, because it said that it was like his house, but it wasn't the exact address. So it makes sense like why it was a couple doors down. I don't know if he was planning on going somewhere, and the medication had already kicked in. So once I got to him, I already had brought Gatorade, finally got him awake, keeping up with his pulse. At one point when I first got there, I did attempt to start CPR, but it was only because for 10 seconds there was no pulse.
So this is actually, I just got chills because this is the second time I've heard this story, because in Kayla's stories, in Kayla's YouTube videos, she had said that this similar thing had happened where he drank so much alcohol, he lost consciousness, and she had thought that he died and she had to resuscitate him. Very interesting that this happened.
Yeah, it was very scary. It was very traumatic for me.
Call the police, ambulance.
After I got him up, that's the first thing he woke up and he was like, Zack, like he knew who I was after waking up. I just don't know if I was supposed to start the CPR because obviously he wasn't completely out of it. But
so this was his second time doing the same thing, just with a different person though.
Once he woke up, he was, delusional a little bit, but he knew who I was. And I planned on to call 911, but he started yelling, do not call, do not go to my parents' house. Like, I'm fine. I said, well, first thing is I will drive you back home and you can go in and go to sleep. But I actually sat there for 45 minutes with him to talk, to make sure that he was getting better before I just drop him off at his house and he goes in and something happens to him. So I tried, and he was awake. He was just very drowsy. So I don't know if it just all kicked in and just at one point just kind of hit him hard. But I refused to let him take his car back. He's like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. He was very demanding that he was fine, that he can handle all of this. And I'm like, for one, you just attempted to commit, Yes, I look back and I should have, called, the EMS and 911. But that was, the beginning of our friendship, and it was just, there was just so much going on during all the time. So I was just.
Do you think it could be because he was on probation that he didn't want you to call 911?
Knowing now, it absolutely was, because I was told by Evan that
you were on probation and beating on your girl. That's fucking crazy, Evan. That is fucking crazy.
Got in some trouble a while back, and I have known about it because it's small town. But he told me he got in trouble and that he only had I think it was I believe it was a month left for probation, because I'm the one that actually helped him write his essay for his probation officer. So I believed, I was like, oh, he's pretty much done. Well, let's just say that he lied to me. He just got put on probation, and I believe he only has served 7 months to this day of probation, and he signed a 4-year probation
He is
deal.
clearly a pathological liar based on everybody I've spoken to.
Yep.
So, that sounds very traumatizing, just even for you personally, to see your friend, you may think that they passed away and have to resuscitate them.
It was terrifying.
Did it affect you?
It was very terrifying.
Now I'm wondering, did he actually take the Skittles, quote unquote Skittles? Or was he just acting in the car just because he lies so fucking much?
I am CPR certified. I have been a lifeguard, in my younger years, for years. And I actually can teach, upcoming lifeguards get their certifications in the United States and stuff like that through the YMCA. So it was very traumatic, but obviously there's so much, things going around the world now that so much, things are fake. Drugs are fake. Majority of stuff has got fentanyl in. Luckily, I believe that he got a hold of something that was either weak of what the benzo had in it, or didn't only have a certain amount and it didn't have any fentanyl, because if it would have had fentanyl, I would have not gotten woken up.
Right. So let's go back a little bit to James Charles' involvement. Would it be fair to say that you felt like the nature of their relationship was definitely sexual?
It was 100% sexual.
And what kind of things did you witness?
I had to play it.
So based off of, you know, all of the messages of the messaging 24/7, the pictures that I, you know, previously did not want to see, but I saw, and the video of him, you know, in the back and then with the same, you know, obviously that, getting that done. And then I just knew it turned sexual because Evan was engaging back, but I felt like Evan just was like playing a game, but James was very, very serious. James started the friendship as, I'm here for you. I've been through the same kind of things. Like, I want to give you advice.
He started the grooming. No friendship. It was all grooming. And James went in there with a plan. 1,000%.
Listen to me. So I had went on my TikTok because when I say that I stand for Kayla 100%, and I have her back for the rest of my life. She does not deserve what she went through. No female deserves what she went through, or anyone in general deserves what, you know, Kayla had went through. It's traumatic. This is something that's going to take years for her, years, if she ever can completely recover, which more likely you can't completely recover on these kind of things. So I was nervous because obviously James Charles has such a huge platform. I was very nervous, but I was like, I have to do this for Kayla. Like, what I am doing, this is for Kayla and standing out, because
he might be the biggest social media influencer in the world who's not a traditional celebrity.
Absolutely.
I think that's accurate, like 100 million followers.
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable if I read some of the messages between you?
Absolutely. But so just a little of how the messages came about. I posted my first video on TikTok, and not even 5 minutes of my video being posted of me calling James out that him and Evan, you know, were together in California and that he flew him out. 5 minutes later, James Charles was at Coachella on that Sunday, the first weekend, and he was texting me at Coachella, and I give you permission to go ahead.
5 minutes of you posting that video?
5 minutes.
He reached out to you?
I didn't even have 500 likes on that video.
That's insane to me. It's like
he kind of creeped me out.
He must have someone looking
literally,
out.
dude. And I don't know if they removed that video, because I feel like anything you post about James, he gets that shit removed.
For these types of videos, to see it can squash them as early as possible, because this is reputation management. If there's people who do this as for careers, I wouldn't be surprised that there's a team just constantly searching for anything and then they flagged for video.
That's very true.
So there were some initial messages which we can put on the screen. James said, "Hello, I'm just now seeing these. I'm absolutely not on his side and would really, really appreciate it if you would leave me out of this."
What the fuck do you mean you're not, bruh? What the fuck do you mean you're not on his side? You flew him out to LA to kick it with you. Oh my God.
I only ever spoke to him because he manipulated me into thinking his situation was similar to what I went through.
Nah,
that's very interesting to me. Because James Charles is 26 years old. He's a multimillionaire. He's very successful. I think in a lot of ways, in the way he conducts himself, he's not smart, but he's not a dumb person. The idea that James Charles was manipulated by a 20-year-old boy who can barely string a sentence together in the videos that I've watched, hard for me to believe.
Yes.
When he says he manipulated me into thinking his situation was similar to what I went through, I'm putting myself in James's mind to understand what he's suggesting. Is I think in James's mind, he was canceled for something that wasn't true. When he was canceled for messaging underage boys,
that was true.
I think his side of the story is he thought that they were 18, but he did acknowledge that he was messaging 16-year-old boys. So I'm not sure exactly how in his brain he's edited history to make it different than what it was. And then he says it was a really personal and sensitive topic that I had empathy for. Do you feel like James Charles was assisting Evan because he had empathy for him?
I feel that James Charles was helping him out because he wanted a relationship with Evan John.
Yeah, because he fucking loved them, dude. He wanted to clap cheeks.
A physical relationship.
Physical relationship.
As soon as I saw Kayla's video, I felt disgusting and awful, and I've stopped responding to him altogether. Now, to me, that's interesting because we've obviously had private conversations.
Stop the cap.
We've spoken extensively to Kayla.
Yes.
And the biggest thing that I wanted to understand before I was deciding if I really wanted to do a deep dive and look into this case is there definitive proof that James Charles knew that Evan Johnson was an abuser and then pursued a sexual relationship with him afterward?
Yes,
because that's
he knew.
the most concerning aspect of it all. And from speaking to Kayla, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, there was a situation where James Charles had wanted Evan Johnson and Kayla Malik to do a promotional material for his painted company for Valentine's Day, kind of having them be a couple of some kind, probably for his blush launch, something like that. Looking back, that's obviously a little bit creepy because knowing that the entire time he was interacting with them, he wanted Kayla out of the picture and he's really the one that wanted Evan, that's already a little bit bizarre.
Yes.
So then James had reached out to Kayla and said something along the lines of, are we still good to do this Valentine's Day project? And Kayla said, oh, so funny. Actually, we literally just broke up yesterday. Evan did some of the worst things a human being could ever do to someone to me, abused me, explained the situation. And then James said something.
So James came back after she said that and was like, can I have him now? Kayla thought he was completely joking. Like, literally thought her best friend.
James. You're OP. Bro, imagine a friend telling you, like, bro, you know what? Just broke up with him because he was very abusive. He put hands on me. And your friend goes, oh, shit, can I have him now or what? That just tells you the person James is, dog. And it like I said, it pisses me off that we have people in the Latino community that still want to fuck around with him, as in, you know, collab, make videos, do all this content because he has a name for himself, which I 100% agree that James needs to be fucking canceled, dude. Right now, bruh. Right now.
Which is, you know, James at the time was just joking with her, saying that.
But that's already like a really inappropriate joke.
Yeah, that's
even if it is. But little did we know he wasn't joking at all.
No.
Yeah, you don't.
So
joke
that's where
like
I'm
that.
concerned because also, regardless of that, Kayla had already posted a live and people were discussing Evan Johnson being an abuser. It wasn't as clear, it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. But if the public knew, James knew. Yeah, and obviously James knew because he's admitting to helping him. What were you helping him with? You were helping him with these accusations. So James knew.
Yes,
that's a fact. The only question is,
Zack was even listening into these conversations fucking Evan and James had. So like, bro, how are you saying I'm not on his side when he literally heard you giving him advice and shit about everything? Fucking dumbass.
he either didn't believe Kayla or he didn't care. Which one do you think it was?
He didn't care. James didn't care. He saw that, you know, Evan was good looking. He thought, you know, he obviously even told Evan, like, you're everything that, like, I look for in a guy. You have abs. You work.
You're 20. You're straight. You have a good body. Literally everything he's been accused of in the past.
Out. You take care of yourself. You're super tall. And, you know, you're a man.
He said Evan's everything he looks for in a man. Abusive, manipulative, pathological liar.
So on, yeah.
20 years old, I guess. That's what James looks for. So the other thing that he added was he's obviously manipulating and lying to everyone. I should have never spoken to him, but you were in the car with him, so I don't think it's fair and you're making a video accusing me of being some monster when he had you convinced too. I want to let you comment on that, but the reason why that bothers me is that you were friends with Evan and you didn't know Kayla. So that's where this dynamic is interesting because you have the victim and you have the abuser. You were friends with the abuser. And when you found out, you still sided with the victim, Kayla, and stood by her. He was friends with Kayla. He was friends with the victim.
Yes.
And he didn't believe her and then circumvented their entire friendship to go behind her back and pursue a physical relationship with this person who did awful, unspeakable things that we can't even say or this video would get banned.
Yeah.
Damn.
So how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's sickening to know that he, you know, had went to that point. And I'm also getting a lot of, you know, messages of saying, why didn't you come forward? Or, you know, how do you guys know that, you know, James wasn't manipulated just like I was? And like, again, I want to clarify. I started being friends with Evan as hanging out with Evan in January. I have known of him. I did not know Kayla whatsoever. Like, when I say whatsoever, at all. So I was only hearing one side of the story, which was Evan's side of the story.
And you didn't even know her as a public figure.
No. My nieces, I guess, had watched her after I brought it up. But like, I never, you know, I'm sure I've probably seen her on my For You page, but I just never really engaged in, you know, into that content, which going back, I wish I had because she makes amazing content.
Right. He also added, okay, I'd really appreciate it if you could take down your videos until we have an opportunity to talk. Sorry again, it took me this long to see messages. He was at Coachella while this was happening. Why do you think he wanted to speak on the phone with you?
I feel that his goal was he wanted to get me on the phone because obviously it's harder to get receipts. And I was nervous by, you know, like, oh, am I going to take a phone call with James Charles? Like, because I'm here for Kayla. I'm standing up for Kayla this whole time. Why after me confronting, him and, putting this on the internet, why should he deserve a phone call from me? I never did take the phone call, but I feel that in some type of way, he was going to tell me to keep my videos down and offer me a certain amount of money. I have known that James is known to do that, because why I say that is...
Yup, he was going to try to hush you, dog. He was going to try to hush you real quick. Yeah.
Is why would he come back in a message and say, can you take the videos down until we have a chance to talk?
I have no doubt in my mind that James would spend a large sum of money to prevent this story from being exposed to the public. That's there. Because that's how influencers make their money, off their reputations and this idea that you know them when you really don't, and you have these parasocial relationships. And that's why it's so hard sometimes to not go after people, but it's hard to hold people accountable. Because people, and young people specifically, and he has a very young fan base of young girls. That's primarily his demographic, which is why it's so alarming. And I think that people have a right to know the human being behind the camera. I'll just quickly add as well, there was one final message which I believe you didn't respond to, and he did say that you were telling the truth here. He said, I originally did tell him he shouldn't respond because he's a fucking dumbass and would never be able to defend himself. He's not just a dumbass, he's an abuser who almost unalived someone, continuously devaluing the situation. Coachella is my busiest time of year, so my DMs are insane. I genuinely didn't see them. I got tagged in your video on TikTok, and that's how I saw them and responded back immediately. I really appreciate you reaching out.
Bro, you're at Coachella, dog. You're supposed to be having fun, and you're worried. You knew something was going to be posted about this. Scary.
I wish I would have seen them sooner. I'm really sorry he treated you like shit. He definitely needs help from professionals. I think James needs help from professionals, and I think Evan needs to be in jail.
That's exactly how it should go.
Facts.
Kayla deserves justice. Evan needs to be locked up for a very, 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 very long ass time, and James needs a lot of help. And when I say help, from
and he needs to go to jail too.
Professionals, I think that maybe he was meaning himself. No, he wasn't meaning himself, but deep down, he should read that message, and I think he needs to go get help.
So can you tell me about the weekend that James Charles and Evan Johnson spent together?
Yes, absolutely. So I was the only person that knew that Evan was going to LA and that James was flying him out to LA. So it was a very last minute thing. James continued to beg, like, come to LA, like, we can have some fun, we can hang out, hang around the house, like, we can just, chill.
We could be butt naked running around the house, just come.
I think it's just best that you can come out here and, get your mind off things, which didn't sit right with me because I was there for Evan every single day through all the hard days and saw some of the most disturbing things for some of the fact that I had to pretty much save him, So very last minute, he goes to LA, flies to LA. I dropped Evan off at the airport. By any chance, do you have that date written down?
I do. I believe it was February 28th.
February 28th, he flew out.
You have his boarding pass?
Yes, I do.
I did verify everything that you said. So we have his boarding pass and folder, and he was flying from Nashville to Burbank.
Yes, correct.
You dropped him off
at BNA Airport.
And picked him up.
Yes, and picked him up. So during the time of him at LA, he had posted on his story I think it was 1 or 2 snaps. I believe it was 2 snaps.
Evan, just to clarify, Evan had posted on his story.
Yes, Evan had posted on his story.
Which we do have here. Okay, so Evan had posted on his story these photos.
Damn, I got receipts, bruh.
Yes, can I see that? No. Okay, so yes. So these photos right here. So this one is him just saying, what's up, snap. I mean, Kayla had already called on, but did not have proof. She, during this time, was like, the trees, obviously, she's been to James's house. It's not hard to notice, what's in the backyard.
Yeah, that's his house.
This one is right here. He posted also on his story.
He tagged the neighborhood. It's a small neighborhood in Los Angeles.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can see, where it says of where it's exactly at. But he says he's going to do a little photo dump. The reason he had to do a photo dump, and I was well aware of why he had to do a photo dump, was for he couldn't post any more content. He had to just post what was saved in his memories on Snap, just so he could continue to make money on the creator fund of Snapchat. So then he goes working on something special. There was nothing special he was working on. If anything that was special that he was working on, I would say, I guess, working on James. And
got him.
Of that is during the stay, we were in contact. He actually FaceTimed me. He was Snapchatting me there. But there was a text message that Kayla had messaged James and said, crazy question, around the lines of crazy question, but by any chance, is Evan with you? James plays dumb and he goes, Evan, question mark. And she's like, my ex, Evan. And then he comes back and James comes back and goes, why would I be with Evan? Evan was sitting right
'Cause you
beside James.
fucking
as
love him,
James was
dude.
literally lying to Kayla, which should have been his best friend.
And number one, I
That's
just want to
fake.
add, this is already, it makes you a shitty friend if there was no abuse involved in the situation for you to go behind your girlfriend's back and then swoop in and,
Hold on, chat. I'm gonna leave this playing, but I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back.
and steal her boyfriend that's 6 years younger than you. That's already something that's very morally questionable, at the very least, if we're being generous. When you add in the abuse allegations and layer that into the psychology of what James was really doing, it's very disturbing. And I also just want to add that something that we do also have in our folder, which is very damning evidence, which we will not be putting on the screen because we're not going to dox where someone lives. But you have a screenshot that we verified, which is a Find My iPhone screenshot of Evan being at James's house on the exact weekend that you're claiming. So you want to explain why you screenshotted that?
So the whole point was screenshotting that was because prior to Evan leaving out and going to LA, he was like, I'm going to James's huge mansion, like huge. And I was like, is it that big? So once he gets there, it took him a minute, to get to the house. But once he was there, and obviously they did not leave the house whatsoever, I got to looking and I was like, this is not a big mansion. It might be a nice, decent house, but it's not a mansion like Evan was claiming, because me and Evan would always bet, just as we'd be dumb and just bet money on stupid stuff. So we made a bet that you want to bet? I promise you it's a mansion. So I took a screenshot of it to, when he came back. He was like, so it's a nice house, and yes, it's probably a very, very expensive house, and it is, but it's not a mansion. Don't get me wrong, it is nice, but it's not.
Bruh, they had to find my iPhone. I was listening. That is fucking crazy.
Not a mansion.
Classified as a mansion.
No, absolutely not. So that's why I took the screenshot. But we're here now. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm so glad that maybe that bet was put in for a reason, because I was able to screenshot that.
Because people feel like you're not telling the truth, but that's really impossible to question that.
Oh, absolutely.
And to your knowledge, what happened between them on that weekend together?
So on that weekend, Evan had Snapchatted me, and he was laying in James's bed. And James's bed, as I can go back and think, is pretty much solid white comforter, white sheets, white pillowcases, just very, natural. And it was a very large bed, because Evan snapped. It was just woke up. He didn't have a shirt on, and he was literally in James's bed. And he was like, I was literally this is the nicest bed I have ever slept in. And I was like, oh snap. Well, it took him quite a bit of time, to keep snapping me back, which Evan's pretty good at snapping back. Well, so I had booked a photo shoot. And when I say booked a photo shoot, it was all on me. He didn't have to pay anything, because he was planning on getting into modeling after he came back from LA. Well, the modeling shoot was supposed to be Monday morning, and we were supposed to leave Monday morning and get to North Carolina, and it would be that following day, and then he had to come back and go to Miami. So it was crunching time and stuff. And it was hard for me to even get that date, and I got that date. Well, on Sunday, he messaged me and was like, hey, I'm going to stay an extra night just because, me and James haven't really got to, spend some time together and actually hang out completely one-on-one the whole time. So
What the fuck you been doing then? You were literally at his fucking house the whole time.
So James ended up changing my flight and all that.
So James basically convinced Evan to stay longer.
Yes, stay till that Monday, and he flew out that Monday.
So was there anything specific that Evan had snapped you in the duration of the weekend you were spending with James?
Yes, so he had snapped me a picture of him and James, and it was late at night because Evan had already told me that they've had to order food. They couldn't leave. They could not do anything because apparently paparazzi would see James and take pictures, and then it could open a whole thing that doesn't need to be opened up.
Was he scared of the paparazzi, or was he scared of Kayla?
Probably Kayla, because yeah, it was definitely probably scared of Kayla. So Evan had snapped me, and it was a picture. And when I say dressed from all the way top to bottom in all black, even with ski mask on, they were literally walking because they haven't been out of the house. They wanted to go for a walk together. So they went.
No way they had ski masks on. Oh my god. They gotta be one of those stupid ass people, dude.
For a walk in his neighborhood together, but wearing literally all black. And I literally snapped him back. I was like, what the actual heck are you guys doing? What? I was confused. He goes, we have to, because apparently there's people stalking us also. And Kayla and Emma's apparently drove by and been stalking. So they were obviously hiding. James knew, obviously knew what he was doing. He knew it was a wrong. He knew it was sickening. He knew exactly what he was doing, but he was trying to protect himself. But he's a dumbass.
Oh.
Literally.
And then after they returned from their trip together, did Evan inform you of anything that happened between them?
Yes. So it took me a lot to get it out because I was like, Evan, I know the conversations that you guys have had. I've seen pictures. I know you've engaged back. I know the comments that he's said to you, Evan. I was like, what? Did anything happen? He's like, no. But it was a no, just yes and no kind of thing. And I was like, just tell me. So later that evening, the night, he ended up like wanting to go drink. I didn't really drink that much, and he actually drank. He got pretty wasted. So I was like, so what all happened? Like, what'd you guys get to do? Like, what'd y'all do? And he was like, well, all we done was off together.
You know, sometimes you with your boys. Psych, that is fucking, dude. Oh my God. Once again, bro, I don't know, man. James is... I don't know, dude. There's no words to explain where, like, how bad James is as a person, dude. There's no fucking the real lefty gunplay collab.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. And
you know more happened. Dude.
He goes, money's money. Made the comment, money is money.
Well, that's
pay for gay. There it is. There it is.
a bizarre comment.
Yeah, so I was confused with that. Then shortly after, where he was so drunk, there is, let's just say, something on his phone, and they did have sex.
So Evan had gotten drunk and then showed you on Snapchat or on his phone. There is like a quick clip.
Yes, it was a very quick clip. And
they made a tape. They made a video.
Damn. It was actually on Snapchat in his memories, but it was saved as camera roll for some odd reason.
And you believe this video depicted James Charles and Evan Johnson having sex?
Oh yes, 100%. You can hear 100%. It was.
What did you hear in the video?
So in the video, you could hear James calling Evan daddy and moaning.
Oh, wow.
Very, very disturbing. I still...
Bro, I'm sorry you had to hear this. I'm sorry. Maybe you guys are fucking eating.
Daddy, chill.
I don't know, bro. I'm sorry.
Like me thinking right now, I can picture it still. And something I was like, oh, I was not expecting that. But when Evan comment back, money's money. So allegedly, I mean, I'm sure there was lots of money involved.
So you do believe that James had paid Evan?
I do.
Some way? For me, it's interesting because whether or not you pay someone directly, like a Venmo or a bag of cash, you're still paying for his flights, paying for his food, possibly buying him things. He was obviously going to pay Evan and Kayla in the sponsorship that they were going to do for his business. So there's sort of vague ways to do that. But at the end of the day, you're still exchanging sex for money, especially when you're coercing someone who I believe to be straight.
As far as I know, his sexuality, Evan was straight.
Right. And it's hard to speculate because obviously it exists on a spectrum, but for the most part, he operated and identified as a straight man, which is actually James Charles's type, which introduces some issues of consent because you're approaching people and trying to coerce them to be in a relationship with you. And like Tati said in her Bi Sister video, crack their sexuality like an escape room. That's not the way that you should engage with people.
No.
And I also just want to add in a reason.
I forgot about Tati's video. She's still a thing. Is she still out here in these streets or no?
Search, we have some reports that that weekend that they had spent together, James Charles had posted on his Instagram story that he was cooking pasta or something, and maybe if someone sees this video, they have a screenshot they can share with us.
Yes.
Not all baking cookies, which is interesting because he's known to not really cook. To me, it's just icing on the cake because there's something so predatory about that. It's almost reminding me of a fairy tale, and someone like a witch in the forest is like cooking up cookies to lure the kids in to her house. Like it's just wanted to add that.
Yes. Creep.
So I also just want to draw attention to a snap that you took a photo of in which Evan messaged several people, including you, alleging that Kayla was lying, that he's actually the victim, and bragged that James Charles was on his side, giving him guidance on how to navigate the situation. And what prompted that entire conversation was Kayla going live and alluding to the abuse. Is that correct?
That is very correct.
I just want to include that as just further evidence.
Yes.
Really quickly as well, you had also said that you believe that James had invited Evan to Coachella.
Yes. So I was aware that I witnessed the conversation of James saying that he's going to the first weekend of Coachella and that he buys his team or something, so many people, I don't know if it's his whole team or what, an artist wristband for Coachella. Well, he had bought Evan one. Obviously, Evan hadn't received it in the mail. I don't know if he was going to fly him there and give it to him, but the plan was for Evan to go to Coachella and he was going to have an artist band. But the only thing is like, you know, Evan was a little like nervous because he was like, more likely, like, you know, Kayla's going to be there. And it was going like back and forth. And then James is like, they're trying to figure out how to work it out. But what stopped...
They're trying to figure out how to hide from Kayla.
That is Kayla come forward to the world with her YouTube videos of 1 and 2. So Obviously, you know, James was not going to take him to Coachella then, because that would be insane.
So it wasn't enough for James to just have been told privately from someone who was his friend for years that this person did horrible things to me. It was when it became public that it became an inconvenience to him, and he was willing to separate himself from Evan when it was a risk to his reputation.
Yes, it literally had to be public for James.
And now your reputation is even fucking down the drain, James. Even more, dude. Even though I don't think people will fucking cancel him, because back then, oh, let's cancel James. But then apparently a lot of people forgot what he was accused of or what these allegations were. It's like, oh my gosh, James, you're so cool again, bud. Nah, dude. Keep that fool canceled.
You know, oh no, we can't do this and that. James is sick. He is a sick guy. He needs very much help. And this is something that the whole world needs to see.
In terms of your journey of discovering that Evan Johnson was an abuser, there's also something that happened specifically within your family, if you wanted to speak about that.
Yes. So it took the time for Kayla to come forward of her videos. And I have a cousin that is locally from, you know, an area. And I don't want to, you know, name the name just because it's considered private just right now until Kayla gets the chance to talk to her. But Evan had a apartment with a roommate in Hendersonville, Tennessee, when he caught his previous charges at the beginning. My cousin was hanging out with him. They were never dating. They were more as like just, you know, friends, but like kind of in a talking stage. Well, she finally come forward to me and reached out, and I had my aunt texting me saying like, you need to stop hanging out with like Evan. Like this is like a big thing. Stop. She reached out to me and finally let me know that Evan, you know, was an alcoholic and he did drink a lot, but one of the nights she got really drunk and she wanted to go home. And he was like, you're not going home. She goes, I have a friend that can come pick me up. He goes, no, you plan to come over here to hang out with me and to plan to drink, but you are staying now. Not should, but you are staying now. So he made her go to his room and like lay down. So Evan comes in there shortly after and starts touching her. And, you know, and he was drunk and she just kept telling him, stop touching me. I don't want to be touched. Like, I just want to leave. Like, and she said she couldn't fall asleep. Well, shortly after that, she's not going to claim the R word because obviously she was drunk and under the influence, like she told me. But he did
take advantage
of her to have sex with her. And that's been really hard to like know. And just knowing I was hanging out with Evan this whole time, and this happened also like to my family, like my cousin I'm really close to.
Literally his own cousin, dude.
It's possible he has even more victims than just your cousin and Kayla. So I think the last question that I kind of wanted to ask you is, looking back on your journey from going from friends with Evan Johnson to then standing by Kayla's side, what have you learned?
I've definitely learned a lot more about manipulation. I have never really experienced manipulation, so like I was not aware of like, oh, like I'm being manipulated, he's lying to me kind of thing. And based off, you know, what I experienced and went through with Evan, and then also seeing what Kayla went through, you know, with Evan and also other people, like the manipulation is real. And now I'm like understanding how you can like pick up a little quicker, definitely. And a big thing I do want to speak on is the reason that I did come forward and go against Evan is because there is not many men in this world that will sit here and take up for the victim. Men don't speak up. And I think that's something that we need more in the world.
Yep.
And this is why I'm here today, because I feel that this is something.
Shout out Zack. Shout out, dude. He's right.
Really big, just not on one aspect. Obviously, this goes, like you said, it goes deep. There's several different things to this story, and more men need to like be comfortable enough, you know, to speak up. So that's why I'm here today, to know that just because like I was friends with Evan, if he done something wrong, and since he did these terrible things, absolutely, I'm going to speak against him.
Zack, thank you for speaking.
Yeah, and don't be like other people that have a big platform, and you know, you have people coming to you, and it's like, yo, can you speak about this because this is being alleged about some other guy on the internet, and you're like, no, I don't want to cover it. This is very serious. I don't want to give him clout. Yeah, don't be one of those people.
And also, Danny Flores.
Oh, I said what I said. Sorry.
Speaking with me.
Absolutely, and thank you for having me.
Of course.
Shout out. Wait. Hold on. They show something at the end?
Hi, Kayla.
Oh.
Hey, Kayla. We just finished with our interview, and
oh my gosh,
we just wanted to let you know that we love you and we support you and we're here for you if you need anything.
Thank you. I love you guys so much, and I'm like really excited to see you guys.
Yes, I love you, Kayla.
I love you guys.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too, guys. Love
I
y'all.
love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Shout out, dude.
The competition is back.
Good. That was a good interview. That was a really good interview, actually. So, anyways, yeah, man. Wow, he did a whole bunch of shit to Kayla, and I'm glad this interview is out. But yeah, man, hopefully she gets justice. Hopefully, she has an interview out too. I think it's just a podcast. Yeah, it's a podcast, but I unfortunately don't have time to watch that. But here is a clip of that podcast. Let me see.
I can't get into too much right now, but I found out at Coachella literally last weekend that a close friend of mine had basically really fucked me over in ways I could have never expected, and I got sent proof and receipts, and that person admitted it to me that they had done it. And I don't want to the thing is I don't want to talk about it because right now, for at least because I'm still healing, court's coming.
You're dealing with a lot right now.
Like literally
to everybody at home, like, I hope you guys realize that behind the scenes, like, she's dealing with real stuff. Like, she's sharing with you guys, you know, pieces of the story, but she actually has to live this. So, like, outside of the videos and stuff, she actually has to.
And then also for somebody I considered a close friend to really fucked me over and done things I could never do to a person.
Do you think you'll say this person's name at some point or no?
She has to. She has to. It is James. It's James for sure. It's James. But yeah, man. Hopefully she gets justice, bro. Hopefully. All right, let's see how much time we got. Oh, we got like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Not me wanting to go because some good cheese man on my podcast is gonna happen today. They're live already. All right. Anyways, we could do tags, I guess. I really F with you, Danny, because you put the truth out there and really care about people who want the story to be seen, and no one else does it like you. So I give you props. Thank you so much. Of you into my life. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Really, really nice words, dude. Thank you. But yeah, let's see. Let's do some tags before I do have to go. Let's see.
So,
how James Charles' apology finna sound?
Okay, I'm already crying. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. It was just a hard time, sisters. I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, I'm ready. You know, when you go through some stuff in your life,
bro, and the thing is, this is gonna be his apology. Like, it's gonna be horrible, and people are still gonna eat it up, talking about, oh my gosh, what a great apology. You're so brave. Like, bruh. Bro, you cannot be serious. Hold on, let me go to James Charles' page. I don't know if I have him blocked or not. No, I do not. No, I do not. Okay, but let's see.
Khloe Kardashian.
If anyone is typing in the comments. James Charles for his accountability next. Damn, me ignoring my problems. Damn, Maturin's realizing he's actually really funny. What? What? Maturing is realizing he's actually really funny? Someone else says, so you're just gonna ignore it? Not even enough hate comments? Hello. Let me put some hate comments here. Oh. Let me see. Let me move me and myself. Let's see. All right. When are you going? I can't even type, dude. Going to What the heck? There you go. Wait, did I spell apologize wrong? What the fuck? You can do better. No, because then they're gonna remove me from fucking TikTok. You know you could get fucking bananas, dude, or like on timeout if they don't like your comment, which is so stupid, dude. I spelled apologize wrong. I thought well, I'm not. You know what? I'm not meant to fucking comment or read on stream. Hold on, let me let me type it again. Actually, how about we do this? When are you gonna take accountability? Are you going to take accountability? Or maybe, hold on, or maybe even get help. Or maybe even get help. There it is. There it is. Tell me if does it sound good? When are you gonna take accountability? Or maybe even get help? Well, let's go. Let's post. Let's post. There it is. There it is. Back to elementary school, that one. Relax. Relax. Anyways, let's go to tags real quick. Hi. That awkward moment when you run into someone from high school at the store.
I got those. Hi. Okay, dale. Okay, let's go.
This is literally me, chat. That's literally me, dude. When I run up to someone, bruh. So don't think I don't want to meet you. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Wait, lefty gunplay and Willito? Hold on, what is this?
I'm gonna do what I already have. I can't do no new shit. All right, we gotta go hurry up before he comes.
$1,000 is gonna be like, waka waka hey hey mueve booty waka waka hey.
And he thinks I'm writing on this song. Okay. Traigo una Uzi, un chingo de tusi. Quiero lamberte toda la pussy. All right, now let me hear that. I want to hear that.
I don't wanna be a big bag no more. I'm not greedy, I just eat a lot.
What is that, dude? Oh my God. Sometimes y'all motherfuckers make me want to rage quit, dude. Over here, fucking oh my God. Trying to give people good content, bruh. Shawty Bae wants to run away and go back home and leave LA forget. No, she's not. Why is it not playing?
I want to drive my car and drive far away. That's.
Come to Arizona, mamas. I don't know. Okay, that was and scene. Oh, dude. Ew.
I'm sick of this shit.
No, we love you, Shawty.
When I come back, when my event's over, like the next day, I'm going back home, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck. Let's see what they do.
Bro, no one's gonna give a fuck. Dude, no one's gonna care, bro. You don't run LA, dog. Like, relax. No one's gonna care, dude. You think people are gonna notice? Oh, fuck. Shawty! Bro, no one's gonna notice. I promise. Let's see what they're gonna do. What the fuck? Me at work? Yo, facts.
When my event's over, like the next day, I'm going back home, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck. Let's see what they do.
No one's gonna care.
The fuck? I'm done. I need to go back home. Deadass. I don't think I'm beautiful anymore, honestly. I think I'm ugly. And by the way, money does not make me happy.
Me in the mirror?
And by the way, money does not make me happy. Like, on a serious note, guys. I don't give a fuck no more.
She's gonna give a fuck tomorrow though, 1,000%. Hey.
So yeah, guys, I'm going to go home. So yep, I'm going home. On the 4th more.
All right, thank you so much, Shadi. You gave us sorry. You gave us good content, bro. You gave us good content. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Oh my gosh, will you look at that? The time is up. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Gracias. Thank you. What is this? Why? Okay. All right. Someone just put this in crash out. What the fuck? Why do I want to see this, bro? I don't want to see this. Don't leave. I have to. We need 6 hours? Nah, dude. Nah. Maybe I always like I always like to end the stream while saying like some random ass shit that I would never do. But I was gonna say maybe I'm gonna start streaming on the weekend, like at least an hour every day on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So I don't know, man. Catch me outside. How about that? Hassan and H3 are finally debating right now. That I know they are, but are they on? Is he?
That existed there, then I would agree with you. I mean, I don't think that the establishment
It's on right now.
was like.
All right, chat.
I mean, it was tragic and a lot of bad.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Gracias a todos. I will be back Monday. So yeah, keep up on Instagram right here. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Love you. Love the support. Leave a like. Do all that good stuff. Los veo el Monday. Have a great weekend. Peace.
I'm round. Hey yo, I'm still not greedy, but you gotta feed me fettuccine. Broccoli with the cheese, I need cheese on top of the cheese. Chicken Alfredo, fresh tomato. Don't forget the garlic bread, this meal will have you in the bed. Knocked out, falling fast asleep, dreaming about pot roast and some mac and cheese. Saying don't stop feeding me. Like I'm in a competition, they like don't stop, eat it. I don't wanna be a big back no more. I'm not greedy, I just eat a lot. It's the summertime and my back's still big. Still round, baby, I'm still round. Yeah, I don't wanna be a big back no more. I'm not greedy, I just eat a lot. It's the summertime and my back's still big. Yeah. I'm round.